Hey, everybody, welcome to a brand new MMA Roasted podcast. It's me, Adam Hunter. It's going to be a great show today. We have Dean McDermott, the star of Tori and Dean, as well as many other shows, is going to be here, as well as Renato Laranja. They're coming soon. And we have Lauren Murphy calling in, the beautiful, talented, strong Lauren Murphy, who's on The Ultimate Fighter right now as we speak. So I want to thank our sponsor, DM, Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu Academy. It's the perfect place to start or continue your BJJ journey. They got classes for kids and adults. I know I will be there very soon. Okay, I'm getting back into jiu-jitsu. Fresh off ACL surgery. It's been about a year and a half now. Not really fresh off, but I need to get better at jiu-jitsu, and I'm going there. They have expert instruction by world champion head instructor Demetrius Mavraganis and his team of first-class instructors, and they'll get you in shape or ready for your next competition. I mean, who knows? I think I actually want to do a tournament this year or maybe next year, but I want to do it. And if you want group classes or private instruction, call them today at 310-800-5878. Or if you're near Lakewood, Long Beach, visit them at 5543 Woodruff Avenue in Lakewood, California, or go to dmbjj.com. I'm going to be there. I'm telling you, I need to get better. Jiu-jitsu, I felt so much better about my life when I was doing it. It gets you in shape. It's good for your mind. It's humbling. I mean, damn, it's humbling. And it's great. I mean, look, we all know just going to the gym and lifting weights and doing the bike or the treadmill. I mean, that's great, but that could just be monotonous. In fact, I used to hurt my neck more than anything looking at the clock or at my watch going, how much longer am I going to be here? When I do jiu-jitsu, it's a whole different thing. And learn how to defend yourself, learn how to get stronger mentally, physically, and go to DM Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu Academy. It's a great place to go, and I can't wait to go. Also, Blue Apron, the #1 fresh ingredient and recipe delivery service in the country. Their mission is to make incredible home cooking accessible to everyone. And they achieve this by supporting a more sustainable food system, setting the highest standards for ingredients, and building a community of home chefs. They've established partnership with over 150 local farms, fisheries, and ranchers across the U.S., and as a result, their seafood is sourced sustainably under standards developed in partnership with the Monterey Bay Aquarium Seafood Watch. They got beef, chicken, and pork that come from responsibly raised animals. And their produce is sourced from farms that practice regenerative farming. Because Blue Apron ships the exact amount of each ingredient, they are reducing food waste. And we know that food waste is a huge problem, especially in America. So, cooking together builds strong family bonds, and research shows that Blue Apron families cook nearly 3 times more often. My favorite night of the week with my girl is Blue Apron night. I actually impress her with my cooking skills, which I have none. But thanks to Blue Apron, I actually look like I'm actually a good chef. I feel like I'm Emeril Lagasse. Is that how you spell Lagasse or Lagasse? Whatever it is. Look, those who spend a lot at restaurants or high-end grocery chains can now spend under $10 per person for a delicious meal. I'm telling you, Blue Apron is the way to go if you want to eat healthy and you want to cook. I've been doing it, and it's awesome. I cannot recommend it more. It's affordable, less than $10 per person per meal. They got variety, all kinds of different recipes, new recipes every single week. It's flexible, it's easy, and it's guaranteed. So check out this week's menu and get your first 3 meals free with free shipping by going to blueapron.com/MMA roast. You'll love how good it feels, how good it tastes, be able to create incredible home cooked meals with Blue Apron. Don't wait. That's blueapron.com/MMA roast. Blue Apron, a better way to cook. Also, I got to thank my friends over at Speedweed. Look, when you find yourself in need, trust in speedweed.com for overnight delivery to over 1,088 cities across the U.S., across California. So find everything with one quick stop. They got flour, they got edibles, they got concentrate, topicals, vapes, and more. Sign up and use code ROASTED for $10 off orders over $100 at speedweed.com. I've been using this CBD oil on my back because I'm 39 years old and I'm old and I'm not as strong as I used to be and I get hurt now. And I've been rolling this stuff on my back, on my arms, on my shoulders, and this is better than any Tylenol or Advil or any pain medication I've ever taken, is this CBD oil. And I think it actually smells pretty good too. I'm telling you, I use CBD oil, I use the vape pen, I use all this stuff, and I just feel so much better physically after a workout and whatever. So, check it out. Speedweed.com, get $10 off orders over $100 or more. And I mean, who the hell likes to get into your car and drive to the dispensary and then feel so shady and worry about people judging you as you walk in and all this other stuff? It's just a pain in the ass. Who has time for that? And then you gotta you gotta deal with the 9 people. It's just annoying. I hate having to go out and shop for weed. However, Speedweed they deliver it to you. I mean, how cool is that? It's really cool. So check out speedweed.com and enjoy your lives. So here I am. I am waiting for Renato and Dean to come, and then we're gonna talk. What's up, people? So I'm here with Dean McDermott and 27-time world champion Renato Laranja.
27 times. Wow.
Yes. Dean, last time you were on the podcast, things didn't go very well.
No.
Within 2 minutes, you got a call from your wife about the dog being attacked. Please give us an update.
Ferris is alive and well. He was attacked by 2 coyotes. He sustained severe injuries. He was in intensive care for 4 days. Didn't think he was going to make it, but he pulled through, and he's a bit of a bionic dog. He's got staples in his neck and stuff like that.
So he's happy? Is he running around the house?
He's happy. He's running around the house, and he's awesome. So,
And you had another dog got attacked the same day?
Yeah, it's funny. I didn't realize until we got home that we have a little tiny dog, and he was attacked. We saw bite marks. It wasn't to the extent of Ferris. So,
do you live on a coyote farm or something?
No.
I know. What the fuck?
I live in Woodland Hills.
You live in Transylvania. The fucking dog got. What do you mean he had bite mark? He had like 2 bite marks?
No, he had about like 10.
Oh, okay. So he sound like he have 2 here.
No.
And I said, what the fuck is going on here?
No. There's no vampires in Woodland Hills, but there are coyotes. And so what I thought is, my neighbor actually saved the dog. His wife saw our dog getting attacked on their back hill.
Wow.
And she called her husband, who was just about to get in the car to go to work. So he came out and he saw the coyotes, the 2 coyotes attacking Ferris, and he chased them with a broom.
You're a good neighbor.
He's a great neighbor.
He chased him with a broom.
He chased him with a broom, and he picked up Ferris and he put him in a laundry basket, and he took him to the Access Emergency Specialty Vet Services there in Woodland, in Tarzana or Woodland Hills. And he was like, "Please, here." He put down $2,000 of his own money and said, "Please save this dog. I don't know whose it is." And they're like, "What's the dog's name?" And he's like, "Champ." Because he survived this far, so we're gonna call him Champ. So
this sounds like a movie from the.
It sounds like one of your movies.
Are you sure this
right?
is?
No,
it sounds like one of your movies.
He chased him with a broom. You live in a different time. Do you live in the movie Johnny Dangerously?
I love that movie.
The Lower East Side.
One time.
It's really
my father hung me on a hook once.
Beer with noodles. But what?
That's what happened. I'm happy all the dogs survived,
so
man.
anyway,
we are
great neighbor, and the dog is fine.
What a fucking anytime something bad happened to your doggy, it's the fucking worst.
By the way, I hope everybody from Las Vegas right now who suffered that tragedy is our hearts and prayers are with you guys.
Absolutely.
Yeah, 100%. We there's nothing. I don't know.
This is awful. So speaking of awful, I had an awful week. Not to compare it to what happened in Vegas, but
you should have.
I always got to tell you what happens my week. So last week I did a show.
Thank you, by the way.
Somebody says, "Hey, you want to do a show for some people? They're in like sober living." Right, and they need comedy. So at like noon, right, on like a Wednesday. So I was like, sign me up. Anything I can do to help.
So it's a sober living.
It's a sober living house. People that are like, on a lot of drugs and stuff, or we're recovering from drugs.
They're gonna need a lot of drugs.
So I like get there. It's like this like shopping center kind of thing, like upstairs. And the first comic is just bombing. And
to a bunch of sober
and he keeps saying he keeps going, hey, he keeps making bad drug jokes and then apologizing for them. And like, hey, so so then I go on.
What were one of his bad
let me get some of that.
He was saying I was smoking crack. I mean, no offense. Like it was like that.
But not even funny jokes.
No,
if they're funny, funny. If they're funny, they're funny. But
No,
that's
it
not
was
funny.
just, it was just awkward, and he kept going to the this is so awkward kind of well, you know. So then I go on, and there were some very attractive women there, by the way.
They just there's a lot of sober,
and
because they used to be wild chicks, porra.
and they look at you with those eyes, like save me eyes, you know, like
Yeah.
they have
Well,
these.
you
So
know,
you fell in love.
No,
well, you know, they say
I know you're. But you
can still fall in love. You know, a lot of those chicks, they say that they, you know, they have addictive behavior.
Yeah.
So he plays a lot of time when they get sober. He plays with sex.
Well, they basically, like my friend, the booker said if they hit you up on social media, don't respond to them.
Tell them, funnel them to me.
It's no problem.
I'm gonna help that one.
So and
To be with me is a very sobering experience, porra,
Yeah,
caralho.
believe
But
me, I'm sitting next to him.
But I have a family member. I have a immediate family member who's just kicked heroin and is in a sort of a similar situation. So it was nice to give back, kind of a thing. And but I was asking them like, hey, you know, what was your drug of choice? And it was like heroin. Every girl heroin. And then I go to the guy, and the guy goes alcohol. I'm like, you pussy. Yeah, so they were laughing at that. They were laughing at all the good jokes. A couple of them were kind of nodding off a little bit, but it was
Oh, God,
it was a good.
That's got to be a tough crowd.
It was a little tough crowd, but I treated it like I would a regular show. These people need a show.
Yeah.
They
They
need to
needed
laugh.
something. Yeah,
they need
of
to
course.
laugh. And I went from there to like the improv that night. And I'll tell you what, I got more out of the sober living than the
the improv. Really?
Because a lot of times, like, although I like this crowd of the improv, but a lot of times you do a Hollywood crowd and you look at there and everyone's too cool to be there, or they're like judgy, or they do
Right.
and like you almost don't want to make them laugh in some ways. Where whenever I do like a military show or a sober living or even like old folks, something where I actually want to make them laugh.
Right.
You know, you always want to make the crowd laugh.
Well,
you really want to make this crowd laugh.
You like where the people can't leave.
Exactly. So
They're stuck there.
So then me and Alan did commentary for this hologram show. They have hologram fights now.
What that means?
They basically
what that means.
So you know
Hey,
that guy,
God,
you know that
you
guy
better-
Alki?
Who's an alky?
He's this eccentric billionaire guy that used to have this. He's this billionaire who used to have this thing.
And
where
his name is Belky?
Alki.
Oh, Elky.
Balky Barchakamos
Belky
from Perfect Strange.
I love him.
So he
Belky.
has this thing where he owns every hologram now, like the Tupac hologram and this
Oh,
hologram. that
I
hologram.
see. How you own that?
I didn't know you could
understand
buy a
that. You
hologram.
can buy
You
the
can rent
likeness
them
of a
from
person.
him, basically.
Right, but how does he? Isn't that like
He's this
intellectual
billionaire.
property? Is like this is Tupac's image. How do you?
I don't know how he does it, but he's this billionaire that got his money because his parents own all the Coca-Cola bottlings, all the bottles for Coca-Cola.
Nice.
But this dude's insane. Like he's on TMZ.
No, you
all
don't
the
say.
time.
You don't say.
He's on TMZ all the time. It's just a lot of issues. So anyway, he recreated Bruce Lee versus Mike Tyson in holograms. And then me, Alan Juban, and Kenny Johnson were the commentators, right?
Where was this shit?
It was in Hollywood.
Where I can see
Hollywood-
this? I
on
can see
Hollywood
I can
Boulevard.
see footage of this here.
Not anymore.
Thank you.
But he also did
I want
stand
to
up.
see that.
But
You
the
guys
next
wanna
time,
see that, don't
Yeah,
you? I
of
wanna see
course.
that. That'd be
Who
fantastic.
won?
It was a double knockout. So we did commentary for that. So that was kind of cool.
I want to see a holograph of you and I beating the crap out of Adam.
That's not a bad idea. We're gonna stomp him like in Goodfella.
Thank you. So then after that, I like flew to. I had to take 2 flights to Missouri. Right. I left at 12:30 at night and then drive 3 hours to the gig because I figured Kansas City was near. Springfield, and it wasn't. So I get to the gig. I'm fucking exhausted. It's the next day. You know, I leave at 12:30. I get there at 1 in the afternoon, and of course, my name is Adam Greenberg on my license, and I'm staying at the I'm staying at the hotel. The
the
extended stay.
Oh, nice! Wow.
Oh yeah, real nice. So I get there.
How many stars that one have?
2. So I got
Nice.
there. I was actually
Nice.
one of the stars. So I get there, and this guy is like 500 pounds behind the thing, and he's like, "Sorry, I can't check you in because you don't have anything, because you don't have Adam Hunter."
Oh.
So I show him the flyer to the show, and then I also show him my business card.
He wouldn't take that.
No.
Oh, that's terrible.
man.
That's terrible.
He goes, "This might be fraud."
That's
right.
horrible.
I go, like, I'm gonna
Why?
commit fraud at the
To
extended
stay
stay.
there.
Like I got like,
But just to get a room, not.
No,
So-
that's a big thing these days.
And I'm
It's
fucking,
a really big thing.
I'm
A lot of
fucking
kids-
exhausted. I'm exhausted, right? Like I haven't slept in whenever. I got like an hour. My flights were like at 2 hours and 3 hours. I couldn't even get any good. I had middle seats. So I get there.
Oh,
I hate the middle seat. I hate the middle seat.
I don't know, man. That's the.
So this
that's
guy
a
was 500
terrible-
pounds, and I'm sitting there. So he goes, "You're gonna have to call Priceline, cancel the reservation, and then make a new reservation. And I didn't make the reservation; the booker did. So now I gotta wait for him to call the booker.
Oh, what a fuck! I would. Yeah, I know these situations. I know.
So I'm like, look, it
God,
says that I stay at 900 fucking hotels a year. You know, it's never a problem. At the Holiday Inn, I'm Marriott. He goes, why don't you stay there then? There's one in town. So there was so the guy was 500 pounds eating donuts. So I'm like, did you finish those donuts? Right, which. And then there was a black guy behind it who starts dying laughing. He was the other guy.
Of course he did.
So then that got the guy even fucking angrier because the other guy starts dying. So then he fucking walks out, and then the black guy's like, "Man, that was funny." And then he goes, then he actually checked me in 3 seconds. The black guy.
Wow. See, what's the moral to the story? Is that black people
are awesome.
Yeah, every black people is nice.
So then like the shows were actually
the black dude.
Exactly.
Always check in
go.
with the black
Yeah,
dude.
he doesn't give a fuck. So then I did that, right? So then I do the show. The shows were great. Actually, the shows were great. Then I go.
You came home and to your hotel, and the 500-pound guy took a dump on your bed. Right?
Dude, so then I go. There's no gym in the hotel, so like 3 days without working out, which I fucking hate.
For someone like you, that's
I hate
that's
that.
a no can do.
So then I end up going. I get back to LA, and yesterday was the Scott Baio benefit, right? So
What the fuck happened to this guy now?
What's a Scott Baio?
no, it's not for Scott Baio. So Scott Baio and Renee, their kid was born with a disease. It was like a breakdown of the nervous system, like this horrible disease. But they thought she only had a couple months to live. Turns out she was false positive, so she's okay.
Okay.
But they have a benefit every year for kids who actually have that disease.
So
and they raise
Scott Baio is raising money for his kid and pocket the money.
No,
his kid don't have the disease.
No, not at all.
Nice.
No, not at all. Right? Not at all. They were actually like the kids that were there and the families and saying how like the Bales changed their lives and how they were able to get all this stuff. Super sweet what they do.
What's it called? Chachi House.
But they have me.
Chachi's-
It's called the Angel Bailey. No, the Bailey Baio Angel Benefit thing. Okay.
That's got a nice hing to it.
Right.
Yeah.
I would call it
Rolls off the tongue.
I would call it Chachi House for
So
now on.
every
Chachi
year
House,
they have
yeah.
me do it, right? And it's the worst.
Wah, wah, wah.
I'm like, it always goes so bad because they always have like an auction afterwards. One year it went so bad, the auctioneer was like, "If you guys don't bet on this, I'm bringing back the comedian." That's how bad it went, right? And then people started bidding, right? And
Who was the comedian?
me. So that's how bad it was, right?
So you had already.
Oh,
done
bad
some-
in the sense that
did
you
some
was-
shtick, and then
Well, there's little kids everywhere. So
Right.
they're like
That's-
BG rated.
I've been,
That's
Then they're like, don't make any Trump jokes because it's all Trump supporters,
Well,
right?
yeah, he's a big Trump fan.
Big
Yeah,
Trump
they're-
fan. So last year, Kurt Schilling's over there, all right? Kurt Schilling,
Oh,
right?
God.
So Kurt Schilling's in the
that
front.
guy's really something
So Kurt
else.
Schilling's in the front, right?
Oh, my
Last
God.
year, and I go, it was right after Kurt made the whole transgender bathroom thing. So I was like, hey, Kurt, I just saw Kurt Schilling in the women's
fucking
bathroom. He didn't laugh at all, right?
Oh, come on.
So this year,
What a fuckhead.
this year they have me again, right? Kurt Schilling's in the front again, right?
Yeah.
So I go, Kurt Schilling was not laughing at any of my jokes. I was actually doing better. I was actually getting a lot of laughs, right? I go, Scott, I was so happy to see you on TV at the Republican National Convention. Hopefully you'll be on TV again one time. You know,
nice.
I was just-
and
he was laughing.
Okay,
He-
nice.
He's got a good sense of humor. But Kurt Schilling was there.
I don't know. Maybe Kurt wants to come out as Christine. You know what I'm saying? Like
You never
all
know.
those people who are always like so adamant.
got a bump
against
to
it.
Well,
pick.
Kurt was
Just-
looking down the whole time, and I'm like, Kurt Schilling. I'm like, wow, you're looking at me like I'm ESPN. So,
And what he said, they no
nothing.
laugh.
But the other baseball players were dying laughing.
Yeah.
There was another baseball player there that was super.
Well, he
super
looked
cool.
angry and unhealthy. That
But I'll
guy,
tell
I
you
see
one
him
thing.
every time.
But I'll tell you about Kurt Schilling.
Yeah.
What's actually pretty cool about him because he presented an award up there. Or he got some. He actually, to his credit, goes to all the he actually went to Puerto Rico, helped the hurricane victims himself.
See, I didn't know that. That's
He went
very
to-
nice.
He went to Irma. He went to Houston.
So you know what? This I didn't know. So
So I got
Totally
to.
this I
changed
did
my
not know.
opinion of Chris Schilling.
Well, I mean,
I never
that-
had an opinion of Chris
Oh, okay,
Schilling.
well, I did because this fucking guy's on TV every other 5 seconds talking shit,
But,
and
yeah.
he's amongst the most hateful like shit that he's you know the
Trash
you know
talk.
the type of the Bale guys that we was just talking about.
Yeah, but he
Right.
but he does do that, which is
So
actually,
you know his actions at least you know there's a lot of these guys who talk shit, but at least his actions he's
yeah,
doing
no,
some
like, but
stuff.
I'll like show you. See, like this is me, my wife. This is my wife. So she's trying to work.
He's showing us his wife
no,
now.
But then look, so that's Scott, right? And then there's Kurt Schilling right there. Like I said, everyone's eating.
Look at me. How's it going, buddy? Nice to see you. He's treating me like I'm ESPN.
Nice. Wow. So you're doing comedy to people that's stuffing their face?
Yeah.
That's tough.
I did dinner theater years
Oh,
ago. It's the
caralho.
worst.
Yeah.
It's the worst. Clink, 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 clink.
I'll tell you who was cool though. Aubrey Huff. Aubrey Huff was there, a baseball player. Who I
I thought that was the chick from Dance with the Stars.
Oh, couldn't have been nicer. I mean, he was two-time World Series MVP.
Nice.
Could not have been nicer. He was cool. So and then I like run the Dime Bar Monday and Tuesday, right? So it actually went pretty well. It actually got better than that clip. So I'm going to the Dime Bar and I'm like, okay. My friend Nick runs it from New York, and I hate not being there because I know something's gonna go wrong. I don't know what's gonna go wrong, but something's gonna go wrong because the place only hosts 30 people, and it's just sometimes there's nobody there or like not that many people.
It's kind of intimidating walking into the Dime when you're doing your.
Yeah, you've been there.
You walk in the door and the stage is right there.
Right.
And everybody's looking.
Yeah, that's
towards
one of
the
those
door.
situations,
Like,
yeah.
You're like
Right.
socially awkward. You're like,
Yeah.
what do I do? Do I
Right.
keep going? It's really weird.
So my phone's dead,
It's a
so
great
I
place.
can't even text Nick like how's it going? My phone's dead. So I walk through the back. I'm like, okay, hopefully Nick's got it going well. There's a blind person on stage, right, with a cane, who's not a comedian. I didn't book this guy. Like
Wait. He took it upon himself to go onto the stage.
well, I guess what had happened was there was only 3 people in the crowd before I got there, and
Did Nick actually book him, or was he
no,
looking for the bathroom?
No, there was 2 people. there was 2 people heckling with a blind guy heckling. So Nick was like, "Hey, well, why don't let's see you do comedy and then put him on stage," which is the worst thing you could do ever. I've seen comics do that. It always fails. It's always
To like
Let the
okay.
you're-
But one of the heckler was a blind
guy was
a human being.
heckling. And of course, and he gave the fucking mic to that guy, which is the worst thing you could do. So the blind guy's up there just rambling. I'm like, what the fuck is this? Like,
Wow.
So then I'm like, Nick, who's that? I'm lighting him. I'm fucking lighting a blind guy. Because my first instinct is to light the guy. And I'm like, he can't fucking see. I can't give him a light. So then I go up and I just grab the mic from him. And like now everyone thinks.
And you know he's blind?
Yeah.
You're a monster.
He wasn't a
monster.
comedian.
You took a mic from a blind man who was trying to do comedy.
Yeah.
He wasn't
Shame
booked.
on you.
So then everyone thinks I just robbed the fucking blind guy of a microphone.
For
Now,
shame.
I'm the bad guy.
For
right?
shame.
Take his cane and snap it over.
No,
your
but I
knee,
was
too.
like, I was like, Nick, why would you put that? He goes, well, because I wanted to show them that they couldn't do comedy. I go, Nick,
Nice.
that's not how you do it. You don't. That's the worst thing you could possibly do.
Okay, why? Because
Because-
I've seen it done once and it worked, but
Because number one, the guy's gonna fail miserably, right? But
Right.
second of all, you're losing control of the room. Second of all, if the guy's funnier than the comics, then you've really fucking failed.
Right.
And third of all, for insurance purposes, like what if the guy just fucking like hit somebody with a microphone and someone sues the fucking thing? That's not
Right,
even.
right, I never
mean,
thought of
there's,
that.
there's all kinds of.
When
fucking,
somebody hit somebody with the microphone.
well, what if the blind guy flips out and starts fucking hitting people? Like you have.
What
to
if he does that anyway?
That's true.
But you know, let me
can't
ask you a
you have to
question.
have control of the show.
Why you
Right,
didn't
right.
took
That's
the
what it's
cane?
more about is
in the
control,
old
yeah.
days, when we used to do that, we would have took the guy cane and take him with his own cane off,
Oh,
like
the hook.
like Showtime to the Apollo.
Right,
Those
right,
black
like
people, they
vaudeville,
tell him,
like
get out of here.
vaudeville.
Well,
Like
he
you
should
get
know
the
that.
hook.
And he should have known that from all the years, the Borscht Belt.
Yeah.
Opening up for Henny Youngman, Shecky Greenberg's, Head Skelton.
Yes.
But
Yeah.
Yeah,
Head
no,
skeleton.
it was ridiculous. And now I gotta yell. And then the blind guy comes out. I'm
there's
not
no
sure.
hook on his cane.
I don't even know if the guy was
They're
even blind.
straight.
I go, this is probably some guy fucking having an audition tomorrow because the guy seemed like and he's pretending to be blind and like no one in L.A. You know, like that's
Yeah.
just like he's in character.
What color was this man?
He was Jewish. He was white. He definitely was.
What
blind.
color was this man? He was Jewish.
He was white. He was white. He was a white guy.
What color is Jewish?
White. Normally
crew.
white, except for Sammy Davis Jr.
True.
And
The black Israelites and Times Square.
Black Israelites, and I think Lenny Kravitz is Jewish as well.
That's true,
Kravitz
but his
is
dad, well, he's half. His dad is
he
Jewish.
is. I can confirm that because I was checking out at Ralph's, and they have these Ralph's calendars that they give away, and it was this year is or 2018 is the year of the Jewish musicians.
God,
so
I-
there's.
Well, he's
Simon
not technically
Garfunkel.
Jewish. He's not
And
technically
Lenny Kravitz
Jewish
was
though,
in there.
because his mommy is black. No, for real.
Oh,
you know,
right, 'cause
you
it
know
has
who
to
his
come from
mommy
the mother's
is?
side, right?
No,
His mom was. You ever used to watch the Jefferson?
Oh yeah.
Remember the interracial couple?
Yeah.
From upstairs.
From upstairs. Tom
and so and so. Whatever
That's
the fuck. That's his mom.
That's his mom.
The nice looking black woman, and then his dad is like a nebbish.
His daughter's beautiful too.
Well, you fucking A because
Bonet.
yeah, Lisa Bonet.
Lisa
Oh,
Bonet.
caralho.
Yeah,
Lisa
yeah.
Bonet looked good. The daughter looked good. All that shit.
Yeah. So then I actually went on and the show ended up filling up, and it was a good show, and yada yada. So now I'm here. How are you doing, Dean? What's going on in your life?
I don't know. I'm in a funk, man. I'm in an absolute funk. I just, Vegas, horrible tragedy, and it makes you, especially, having kids. You're like, what is this world going to be like in 10 years from now, 20 years from now, when they're out at concerts and doing their own thing, and they're not under my wings. It's just frightening to see where the world is headed and what's going to be left behind for the kids. We lost Tom Petty.
Yeah, unfortunate. I mean, what a terrible for him, because obviously you're not gonna give him the attention now, but he deserved a tribute, but not now. But you know what I mean? Like I felt, it was a strange thing for that too, because it got lost in the shuffle.
Yeah.
But
you know what?
That should happen at a time like this.
Yeah, definitely, because his body of work was amazing.
Yeah.
Absolutely amazing.
Also, great body, amazing body on that
He
guy.
was in good shape for dude.
No.
Yeah, he was ripped for a 66-year-old.
But everything with Tori.
Great chompers.
Tori doing good. The kids are okay.
Everybody's good. Everybody's great. The kids are good. T's great. We're just plugging along, doing the same old. Trying to get shows and stuff going and whatnot, and make a buck in his town. I totally forgot. I was gonna bring the DVD.
What GVG?
What DVD?
I have a GVG coming out. It's out. It came out September 12th with absolutely no fanfare whatsoever. Dead Again in Tombstone with Danny Trejo.
Oh yeah,
Then a movie come out.
I like that man.
So you're in a movie with Danny Trejo?
Danny Trejo, yeah.
That's great.
And I found out about, I was like, I better find out when this bloody thing's coming out. So like on the 25th of September.
It's called Dead Again.
Dead Again in Tombstone.
Okay.
It's a great western. It's a mashup genre movie. It's action, adventure, horror, vampire, demon.
Oh,
kind of
like almost kind of Dusk Till Dawn vibe, but in West or something, shit
totally,
like that.
Totally, yeah.
Hey, you're. I was looking at your movie collection. You have some of the crazy. You have the craziest. IMDb page
Really?
ever. Well, just because you have so many you have so many Christmas movies. How did you get into the Christmas movie circuit?
I don't know how many Christmas. I don't even know how many Christmas movies I have. There's a Christmas Visitor. There's
hold on,
Santa Baby 2.
Oh, Sanch Baby, true.
With Jenny McCarthy. Do you like Jenny
No,
McCarthy?
I used to. I haven't thought about her for a while, but caralho, I'd like to thought about her.
Caralho.
I would have spent some Christmas to her. Yeah, I would have gave something down the Christmas tree.
Jenny
Or
McCarthy
the
was
stomach.
so
What is it? The
fucking hot.
stuffings. The what you put the stocking stuffer?
Your stocking stuffer?
Yeah.
You'd stuff her stocking.
I wouldn't mind to
With
do,
your Yule-
to do
Yule
that.
log?
Yeah, exactly.
She was one of the first hot goofy girls.
Yeah.
Jenny
She's
Yeah.
funny, so funny.
But it was
we had
weird.
such
It was
a great
weird
time.
seeing a hot chick like that fart on television. I remember when Singled Out.
Yeah.
That's when I remember her from Singled Out. And then she got replaced by Carmen Electra.
Oh yeah.
And then so I'm looking at your thing.
So
right
we're looking
now.
at my IMDb right now. For those
Yeah, I'm
of
looking
you-
at Dead Again in Tombstone. You were Dr. Goldsworthy.
Dr. Goldsworthy. Yeah,
I like
it's
that,
funny.
man.
Me and westerns. It's in the Kevin Costner western. What's my name?
That's Tombstone.
No.
The Kevin Kosh one. Oh,
Dancing with the Wolves?
You mean the old one?
No.
You Silverado?
Dancing with the-
Silverado?
No, I wish I was in Silverado. Oh my god,
I love that movie.
one. What is wrong with me? I can't remember.
Wyatt Arpey.
Right.
Wait, now tell me what.
My best friend growing up, his name was Arpy. He's a Hungarian dude, Arpad.
But I thought we was talking
You were in
about
Iron Eagle 4.
Well, okay, we're gonna let's get. Don't gloss over that. But what you were saying about Kevin Kosh?
Kevin Costner. What?
Dancing
No,
with the
just tell me
Wolves.
anything.
Dancing with the
Give me
Wolves.
anything and I'll help you.
Robert Duvall, Annette Bening,
Open Range.
Open Range.
Look,
yes.
I know everything about
Rancho
movie.
Arbiarto.
Yeah.
Yes, Open Range.
Yeah.
Oh my God! You know what? Once I hit 50,
You're 50?
yeah.
God, I ain't
Nice.
about.
You don't look
Yeah.
50.
Well, God bless you, but my brain is pushing 60.
In
I
about 30
forget
years, I'm
everything.
gonna be height where you at.
So Iron Eagle
In
4.
about 30 years.
Iron Eagle 4.
Live your life.
How was Lou Gossett Jr.? Was he
Lou
great?
Gossett was awesome.
I love me some
He
Lou
was
Goss.
awesome. I actually owned one of his houses in Malibu.
God, I
Really?
Same here.
Years ago.
What a
yeah.
coincidence.
Yeah, it's this great little place in off of Doom Drive, and
Now, were you an Iron Eagle fan before that?
not really. No, not really. It just kind of it came about. This audition. It was like I knew of them with Jason Gedrick and all.
You wasn't a Jason Gedrick fan?
No, was I? I can't remember
No,
back that
I'm
far. What
kidding.
year? What
Did
year
you?
was
You were
that?
in that 1995.
95.
Now, did you have to fly a plane for that?
Yeah, I get shot out of the sky.
You didn't saw? No.
So you were Major Miles Pierce.
Pierce, yeah.
Yeah.
So you was friends with Chappie in the thing?
Chappie.
Chappie is the black guy. Is the Louis Goss.
No,
Sometimes people forget that name.
And then you were also in a boxing movie that was pretty big, Against the Ropes.
Against the Ropes.
That
that's
was with
right.
the girl who was the manager
Jackie
of
Callan.
James Toney, right?
Jackie Callan.
Jackie Callan.
Okay.
Yeah.
That was fun.
You were Pete Callan, so you were...
I was her younger brother or older brother? No, younger brother. I was her younger brother.
God, how old that chick was then?
It was Meg Ryan. What year was that, dude?
Oh, that movie with the fucking
Meg Ryan and
the kid Omar App.
Omar
Omar
Epps.
Epps,
I almost said
yeah.
GQ Quincy because
Yeah.
of his juice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now, was Meg Ryan hot
I
back then or
played
no?
his.
Don't
I
say-
never
she can't.
saw her. I never saw her.
What?
He can't say that.
She was so hot back in the day.
No, but this was not
No, she
back in the
was-
day. This is when she was already.
This
yeah.
was.
Yeah.
you
Well,
know,
I mean,
if
it was
we're looking
2004.
at a triangle-
She was always such a beautiful woman, but a lot of times a little bit too much, too far they go with the surgery
Botox and yeah.
because she was not have a natural beauty.
What do you do when do you tell the girl like, hey, no more ass injections and stuff?
I tried to tell them I don't even mind. Sometimes they don't have makeup and shit like that.
Me neither.
If a girl look good, she look good.
Yeah.
I
I
don't.
say that to my wife all the time. You look the best right out of the shower.
Yeah,
No makeup.
just
Just
look
love
at
it.
the.
She doesn't believe you, right?
Nah,
No.
because you know why? Because
They
they're doing
never-
it for other. A lot of time, girls is trying to impress other chicks and maybe gay guys. They don't have a sense for what we like. You know?
Your wife, by the way,
Maybe
is
you're onto
huge.
something.
No, I
Your
know
wife
I'm
is
on
huge in the gay community, right?
Yeah, she's very big in the
Gay
community.
people.
Actually,
Do they like
love
you?
her.
Of course they like him.
They do. They like me. But it's funny. Tori noted it. We were at Hamburger Mary's for bingo night
Oh,
one night.
man.
Have you gone to Hamburger Mary's?
I know
for
where that
bingo
is because
night?
I live
Yeah, they
very
wanna-
close.
Yeah, you know exactly where Hamburger
Oh, Hamburger
Mary's is.
They want to do a
Man.
comedy show there. Ever go on?
Oh,
You
God.
should. It's hilarious. So we went there for drag queen bingo.
Oh, caralho.
And it's funny. Tori noticed over the years we've been together and have encountered drag queens, they don't like me.
Why?
I don't know. She said it's really weird.
you think they-
just
Drag
don't
queens in
like
particular,
you.
but not regular gay dudes.
No.
Huh.
No, just drag queens. It's really weird. Even when we did an episode of RuPaul's Drag Race.
Ooh.
And I'm personable. I like to have fun and joke around and stuff. And they just they're just like, but they're all over Tori.
Maybe because
They
you're a
don't-
man's man, they put the defenses up because they think automatically they put something on you, judging them or something. You know what I mean? Maybe maybe
Because they all want to be
their
Tori
hackles
Spelling.
come
I
up.
don't know. Maybe.
Yeah, but there's Hamburger Mary, huh?
Hamburger Mary's is fun. You have to do bingo night.
And Kiss the Bride. What was that?
Kiss the Bride. Kiss the Bride was a movie that Tori did where she was getting engaged to this guy, and it turns out that he was gay
Oh.
and was in love with.
That sounds like Hamburger
I
Mary.
was like, we shot it all.
That
in
sounds
Hamburger
like
Mary's.
that
It's all
sounds like
shot
Hot Dog
on-
Gary.
all on location at Hamburger Mary's. It was actually a really good movie. Actually,
No, but you were in Santa Baby too. like I
Kielbasa
said.
Gary.
I played his plumber stripper.
Oof.
I show up to a.
Did you
to her
have
bachelor
to
party.
swab the poop deck or whatever,
No, I
or
didn't.
snake the line or
No,
whatever?
I didn't snake the line.
God,
I didn't even have to dance. It was one of those things like
They just assume that
you
you're
cut
a
away
stripper.
from it because I show up as the stripper, but no.
They cut away from it because they're like, look,
She's blind. Tori's blindfolded, and this guy from high school that ends up with her fiance. That's the gay connection there. He shows up at her bachelorette party, and they think he's a stripper. So he's like dancing, and then I come in as like somebody with her plumber.
Oh, you're like the real stripper.
Yeah, and I'm the real stripper, and they're like, and all the girls attack the guy who's been stripping because they didn't know.
nice.
So I never got a chance to.
And then you were in the Def Leppard story.
That
Get the
was
fuck
fun,
out of
yeah.
here.
Now, what did you play in
Wait,
that?
I think I remember.
You were
Wait,
Peter
VH1 did this or something?
Yes.
Yo.
Yes. We shot it in Montreal. Oh man,
Oh,
I had so
God,
much
are you?
fun.
Were you the one-armed drummer?
I was just about to say that.
No. Was it Peter Mensch?
Mm-hmm.
Peter Mensch was their manager. And it was great just to hang out with the guys who were playing Def Leppard. And it was in Montreal. I was on location. It was just so much fun. And they did a great job. And I'm a wannabe rock star. I just couldn't cut it as a musician.
What you play?
Bass guitar.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Nice.
No,
Maybe you should have tried funk music or something like that.
I should have.
You know?
Slapping the bass.
I actually was at an Alice Cooper concert next to the drummer from Def Leppard, and the guy was doing a drum solo, And I go to him. I go, "Who's better, you or him?" And he goes, "He is. He's got 2 fucking arms."
I like that. I like that. But hey, he made it though. You know, shit with one arm. You know, he's still doing it. That's like Nick Newell. You know what I mean? Like,
and he's back, by the way.
for him, good for him. Good for him. I thought that was premature. I don't know if you know. There's a fighter. He have like
one arm.
I mean, basically his other arm go to here.
No.
And he was born that way. And he's a bad dude.
You were in
No
Kung
way.
Fu.
Good looking kid, too.
You were in Kung Fu. The Legend Continues.
Oh yeah.
Was that with David
the
Carradine?
Hebrew of that? That was the Hebrew of that one?
No, that was with David Carradine.
Yeah, no, I'm saying that wasn't the original. They did a Hebrew.
It was a TV series.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah. So
I just love the way you say ours.
But
yes. So
what age? What the way I say age have to do with anything?
So
why?
No, you're ours. Sorry.
Why? I thought they did. Okay, so they had the 70s one now,
Right.
And then they did
A Hebrew.
Okay, so what the fuck?
Nothing.
I'm confused
Now, did you
now.
know that Carradine was a freak back then? Did you know he was
A freak?
Yeah, by then,
just
yeah.
because he liked to choke himself and jerk off. A lot of people.
You
did
actually knew that?
The stories. I didn't know about that.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
just knew that he was a horrible drunk.
Yeah. Oh, okay.
Because I was good friends with the guy who played his son, Chris, and he would tell me stories of filming and.
Ugh.
Right.
You only had a certain window you could shoot with him. Because,
Oh, for real?
yeah. I mean, God rest his soul. I mean, I'm not.
Hey, look,
I'm not
if you have a problem, you have a
out
problem.
of
you know?
class.
Yeah,
Right.
yeah.
Everybody knew.
Well, we've seen him on. If you ever seen Mean Streets, you can see he's drunk on the set of that. Or you seen Mean
Really?
Streets? He gets shot in the bathroom by the kid from Revenge of the Nerds. Look it up. I'm not playing with you.
You threw me
And you
some
were in
shade
1-800
on that.
Missing. What's that?
1-800 Missing was a TV series that became missing. And it was about FBI agents finding missing.
Wait! It became missing when they decided to. They said, "Let's get rid of the 1-800 part and Dean."
Yeah, that's exactly what happened.
After pilot, it's happened to me before. Don't worry.
That's exactly what happened to me. We did one season of 1-800 Missing, and
So
then,
what's gonna be better about this?
They
trim
came
some of this
back
shit
with Vivica Fox to replace. It was okay, I gotta remember her name again. Fuck, this sucks. Getting old. Gloria Rubens was the lead.
Wait, why I know that's
Paul's
Pee Wee
sister.
Herman. You beat me. You beat me to the punch on that one.
Gloria Rubens was the guy who jerked off in the movie theater. Yeah, at a kid's show.
Yeah.
No, she's beautiful. She was on, I think it was ER.
I don't know.
She was a character on ER who had AIDS. She
And
ended up.
I like how you said that as if that was the most beautiful. She was the character.
It
ER.
was.
Who had
She
AIDS?
It was positive. If
It-
you look at it was positive.
It was. Yeah, it was HIV positive.
In
Paul
an
had AIDS.
emergency. She was a doctor in an emergency room.
I prefer my doctors in the emergency room without AIDS for her.
She had AIDS. It was groundbreaking.
What a beauty. Yeah, it's
It was
groundbreaking.
And what was Graveyard Shift 2?
Why you bringing up every?
Graveyard Shift 2. Graveyard Shift 2.
I think it was the sequel to Graveyard Shift.
Was it Graveyard Shift 2, The Understudy? It was I think my first movie.
Oh, wow.
And
What year?
It was a movie about a movie. And it was
Nice.
a vampire movie. So it was a movie about shooting a movie about a vampire movie, and the vampire was real.
And what's Bone Daddy?
And I played.
Wait, let him to-
I
he's-
played. I played one of the crew guys. I was the clapper loader.
So it was kind of fun. It must have been fun.
Oh, it was fun.
Yeah.
It was fun. It was my first.
This is how long ago? Like what year you think maybe?
I started when I was 19.
So this is in the 30s, the
31 years ago.
1933.
Now,
31 years
can we talk about the Star Magazine article that came out about you? Are you upset? I don't know.
Is it recent?
Yeah, like it was last
Like-
week.
No, I
no.
I have no idea what
I don't
want to
ambush you or get you upset, but like,
Don't. Well,
No, well, you piqued my interest.
Okay.
What is it?
It
No.
just said that like at one point you were paying like $50,000 in child support a month or something, and now it's like $2,000, and then your ex-wife's mad at you, and you might go to jail.
Well, my
And
ex-wife's always mad at me.
and
That's
Tori's upset. You might go to jail. Is any of this?
This was last week.
Yeah. Is any of this true? Because Renato has a similar problem with child support.
I mean, I've had my whole life. Yeah, that's been my kryptonite.
So he wanted to talk to you about it.
He want to
Well-
talk to me about it.
Yeah.
Tell me
My
about it.
ex-wife's mad at me.
Yeah.
But it wasn't 50,000.
We could take this out.
It wasn't 50,000 a month. But she's always mad at me.
As far as I'm concerned, she deserved nothing.
Why is that?
Why is that? Why do you think?
Well, because he's the one who did she have to suffer through graveyard shifts too, and baby, I'm coming home for Christmas, and to be with a black doctor who have AIDS and stuff like that. No. So and
You make
look,
a really good point.
Yeah, he gave to her the gift of life was to have put a baby inside that one, and now she's ungrateful.
But why is that though? As an actor or as a musician or whatever, they take your best year and they go that as child support. As if you're gonna make that the rest of your fucking career.
Yeah, all these numbers are they're put into a thing called the Disso Master, and it spits out what you owe, and it's at the time, things were great.
Yeah.
But as being self-employed, being an entertainer, it's up and down.
Trust me. I hate when they do that with the dues too. Like 1 year you made a lot of money. The union dues, you made a lot of money, and then they do a percentage of your yearly thing, and then you get fired, and then the next year you're not making shit, and then you still gotta pay a fucking
Yeah, or they give you insurance on the 1 year you make money, and then they drop it when you don't make any fucking
it's
money.
nice.
Yeah.
The thing that kind of kills me about it, and it will all be paid and caught up in all this stuff. But it's just at some point, it's just like if you look at it, going, I'm paying for a relationship that didn't work out. It's so bizarre.
I understand.
I have to pay X amount of dollars to this person that I was in a relationship and it didn't work out. Yeah, it's so bizarre to me.
And that's the same time for me too. Sometimes with the kids too. It's like I'm over the kid. I'm over it. Why I'm not. The luster has wore off. They're not as little anymore.
They're not cute anymore.
Well, they're not cute. They don't provide nothing.
No,
and
Your kid's 18 years old?
He's going to be 19 on Friday.
So what the
why are you
fuck
still
is
paying
going on
child
here?
support?
I'm not paying child support. That's the thing.
Okay.
That's what I would really like to
So
clear
that's
up here.
you.
Okay. So, I've paid off all my child support. And then some, because I paid for 10 years of his private school.
Ugh.
But the press doesn't mention that, right? They just want the
Well,
negative,
imagine
they
that's
want
not
the
a great-
negative story,
What
right?
kind of story would that be? They go, Star
Exactly.
Magazine. He paid off 10 years the private school.
What a great guy. What a great dad. No, they want deadbeat dad, right?
Scumbag.
And then I'm not going to point fingers, but you guys can figure it out. Somebody put it in the press that it was for child support, so it makes me look like an asshole.
But the kid's 19 years old. You're not required to pay child support.
But you come on, think about the audience for Star Magazine.
Me.
Think about the people who buy this.
ungrateful.
Yeah.
Right? So they read this shit and they think it's real. So, so it's been put out there that it's for child support, and it's not. So, and I continue to pay for my son's college education, and I pay for his rent, and I'm a great dad. And if people don't believe that, they can go fuck themselves.
Good.
Good for you,
And
my
I wanted
brother.
you here to clear
I'm on
that
your
up.
side.
I
You're
wanted you to
good.
come here to clear that up.
No, and thank you. I didn't even know. I mean, I don't look at that shit anymore. I go through the grocery line with blinders on, because what people don't understand either is like, I am human. So when I see that stuff, it fucking hurts.
Oh,
Of course.
It hurts.
Yeah, I can imagine.
I'm like, no, I'm not a deadbeat. No, I'm
Ah,
not this. I'm not
God,
that.
are you?
I don't spend frivolous. It's crazy, and it's like, it really hurts. So you gotta, become Teflon about this stuff and not look.
But I heard also Canada's isn't Dave Foley, at one point, Dave, the guy from Kids
Kids in the Hall.
I heard he's he owes tons of money because they took the money from when he was in Kids in the Hall.
Kids in the Hall News Radio.
Yeah,
News
now what the
Radio.
fuck
Yeah.
is this guy doing?
And now he can't go back to Canada, I heard.
I don't know anything about Dave.
Yeah.
It's funny, we lived down the street from each other in Toronto just before
Two
the
dead
divorce.
beats. Huh?
Two deadbeats in Toronto.
What are you
we
doing?
should have moved in together.
Renato,
Dave
what do
and
you
I.
do when girls hit you up for child support?
I lose my phone number.
Yeah.
I embrace this fight. I've been fighting this my whole life, and I'm very vocal in the fight against child support. And I've did a lot of free charity event, for that, to go toward some of the child support that I owe.
Like
and
what?
you know what I want to give
How
to
many
you?
kids do you have?
That was a good question. I would love to.
And to get a little more personal, and it's kind of, you shouldn't ask people what they make, but what was your best year?
You know,
30, $40 bucks?
Oh, come on, that's a low blow. Very, very low blow. To say for my very low blow.
Hey,
Okay,
come on.
but first of all, is my mic working? Because I've learned that you got to check on this one on this show.
Oh, really? Is mine working?
Yeah. God, are you?
No,
Wow.
you know I'm just messing.
No, I
with
know
you.
you are. I know you are. You know,
I didn't want to
I
bring it
mean-
up, but I before.
Well, you never wanted to bring it
before
up.
the show, I said I don't know what it should do. I saw this article. Well, I said, Renato, what do we do? And then you said to me, bring it up because I want to talk to him about child support. You thought it would be a good segment for the thing. That's why I think.
And if you believe that one,
Are you? Yeah, right. But it's fine.
What a
I'm glad
piece
you
of
did.
shit
Actually, I'm
you
glad
are.
you did because I at least I have some.
it dragged me
some
into your
forum
bullshit.
to
Yeah.
tell
Yeah.
the truth.
Of
which
the
is-
two of us, who's the one who always bring up shit? I never ask nobody no shit like that because I don't want nobody coming after me with the
No,
child
you just
support.
asked me about the Hebrew.
The he boot is the one thing, and this is another one. You know,
Now,
I give to the other kids the fucking boot.
Now, by the way, I honestly think that like you have a love for stand-up comedy. You have a
I
name.
love it.
You have a name. You will draw. Might be angry housewives that
And
watch,
gay guys.
that watch the
drag
show
queens.
and drag queens.
Great.
But they will come.
Great.
Like you have a name.
Even if just to fucking boo you, but you're still gonna pack the house.
You trying to get me on stage?
I think that it would be good for you, for real. Like if you love, not if you're just like looking to make a quick buck, but if you love comedy and you can make a quick
no,
buck.
I love comedy.
Let's
In
put a
fact,
couple bucks in your pocket. Come on.
30 years ago, I wanted to be a stand-up. That's what I started out. I wanted to do. Never set foot on a stage. I never wrote a joke until I met you and Russell and.
Well, I have
started-
a stage for you that I'm willing to put you up to practice so you can get good, and then you can like the D. McDermott comedy tour. You take me out on the road, Renato.
It's not a bad idea.
We go on the road. You have the name. You host it. You get better at hosting. That's what Jenny McCarthy did. Jenny McCarthy.
Really?
Yeah, she has the Dirty Girls of Comedy.
Look, see, my palms are sweating already just thinking about it. I'm so.
But you know
fucking-
what?
I'm so
Jenny McCarthy
anxious.
goes
I'm
out
so-
there. She hosts it. She does 5 minutes up front, 10 minutes, brings up funny comedians. She has the name. People come. Everyone sees a good show.
It's also a way
know?
to defend yourself from these kind of stupid, how you say stuff hurts or whatever? Turn that shit into fucking comedy. Talk about the experience. They don't know what it's
It'll
like.
be the child support comedy tour. It'll be, no.
Oh my God, that's genius. The
Yeah.
child support tour.
Yeah,
That's
no
genius.
kids allowed in there. I do that shit all the time. I do that. That's my whole stuff.
that's
Look,
it.
I
If you're
do
listening to the
seminars.
podcast
It's always
and
the
you want to see us come, the child support
Yeah.
comedy tour, me, you, and
yeah.
Renato.
And we're gonna take.
kids
We only
allowed.
not gonna take much of your purse. We're just gonna take a percentage.
It's on my bucket list, and it's so funny how things come in and out of your life. Over the last 3 months, I've had a whole bunch of comedians come into my life. You, Russell, Jason Rouse.
He's insane, by the way. Jason Rouse.
Jason.
Insane.
We should call. Oh no, he's in.
We're about to call Lauren Murphy.
I was gonna call him, but he said he's going to shoot his hour. Oh, he's in Denmark. Look at this. Oh, nice,
Have you been watching The Ultimate Fighter this year, by the way?
nice. Look at the theater Jason's
Yeah.
playing in
You
Denmark.
see that?
It's actually during his show.
Wow.
So he's going to.
He just saw an empty fucking theater.
If you do get a
come
chance
on
to go
down.
see Jason Rouse,
Jason
he
Rouse is one of the most twisted.
Do I know this
funny-
gentleman?
Mental.
He's the white guy with gold teeth, and he's the dirtiest, filthiest comic I've ever seen.
but in a good way.
It either kills or bombs. Like there's no in between.
I never seen him, but he looked
That's
interesting.
him, and he's
There's no.
He looked like a X Games.
There's no in between with him.
He
though.
talks about-
He either kills or fucking
Yeah.
bombs hard.
Yeah.
Hey, fuck it.
Yeah, but every time I've seen him, oh my God, he did a Canada Day thing with Russell, and he killed.
Yeah.
He killed.
I gotta look this guy up.
Fisting,
It says for the
fisting an
fans so
old-
they can.
fisting an 80-year-old woman is like putting your hand in a bucket of paint, and he does. He does the motion of putting his arm up to his elbow into a bucket of paint,
Dude.
for 5 minutes on stage.
I was at the
Just-
dime one time, and I was like, there was like 10 people in there, and there was a mother and a kid, and the kid was like 12.
Why you bring a
And-
kid to a fucking?
No, but
that's
I
what
was
you
tr-
get.
They go, hey, can we come to a comedy show? They go, is it kid friendly? I go, sure. I had forgot that Jason was the
Jason
next
was-
comic. Dude, they came in. The mom was like all tatted up. She was cool, but like The kid was crying, laughing. The mom, her mouth was like wide open, like jaw on the ground. Like, what did I just put my kid?
But the kid was in tears, laughing.
Kid was,
that
well,
was
he
awesome.
probably would have made
it
his
was
day.
the funniest thing
yeah.
he's ever seen in his life. The kid, he probably is gonna grow up become either a comic or a serial killer now. But,
Yeah,
but
Yeah, I think my son Liam. He's 10. He loves comedy because that's all I listen to in the car.
Didn't you when you was a kid? I mean, I used to love all that shit.
I told Adam I got exposed to Gene Tracy when I was 8 or 9. And Gene Tracy was.
I don't know
I
Gene
listened to
Tracy.
his 8-track.
I don't know Gene
Remember,
Tracy.
my dad would bring his 8-track home. He was like, I just found, found this comedian and he put it on and filthy.
Hello, Lauren.
Filthy.
Hello,
as a
Lauren
tire.
Murphy.
Oh, Lauren Murphy.
This is Lauren Murphy.
Hey, how are you? You're on the MMA Roasted podcast with Dean McDermott and Renato Laranja. You know Dean McDermott from Tori and Dean?
I think so.
It's okay. You can say no. It's cool.
It's the Tori Spelling and the
Tori Spelling
and the guy, the husband
and
guy.
The guy.
was
That's what we should have called it.
Yeah.
Tori Spelling and the guy.
Yeah.
It's kind of like a Chico and the Man vibe.
Exactly.
Right?
Or Jake the Fat Man.
So
What-
Jake and the Fat Man.
And you'll mispronounce. He glossed over my name. You know, this is 27-time world champion jiu-jitsu Renato Laranja. I'm sure you've
I
heard.
didn't gloss over your name. I would
No,
never do
I've
that.
never heard of Renato Laranja.
Yeah,
So-
that's why it hold off your tongue like.
27-time world champion. Huh?
Yes.
Yeah.
So Lauren, we've been watching you. You watched Ultimate Fighter this year?
Not this season. I'm a big fan. I watch it every year. I just haven't because
So-
I have a new kid now too. So my
I'm
TV
kind of having a
time.
hard time hearing you guys. Oh no.
Can you hear us now?
Can you hear me now?
I can hear you. Yeah, I can
What
hear
up?
you just fine.
What about this? You can hear that?
Okay, can you hear them now?
Yeah, I can hear that.
What about what? Whoa, what
Can
about?
you hear me? It's Dean. Can you hear me?
Yeah,
Can you
I
hear me?
Yes.
Okay.
Okay. So Lauren, we've been, when I asked you to come on the podcast, I watched your fight on the Ultimate Fighter. You were the favorite going in, and you look great. By the way, you look so ripped. Your muscles are like, you must give your boyfriend must come in 3 seconds with hand jobs. I mean, your muscles are so. Jesus.
My boyfriend. Hey, don't tell my husband about my boyfriend, goddammit.
All right, your husband. Oh, that's what you get offended by, not the thing. Okay, that's good.
Your husband.
Now your fight. You had that fight. You were the favorite going in.
Does her
it
husband
sound-
know she's giving hand jobs to her boyfriend?
Yes, it did seem like I was watching your fight on the Ultimate
Are you
Fighter.
screaming? I don't know.
Yeah,
Why are you
watching your
screaming?
Ultimate Fighter. It did seem like you were in your head a little bit too much in the fight and trying too hard to get that perfect punch and thinking too much. Is that kind of what happened?
Yeah, I think so. I think I just got really tense and fucking couldn't relax. Like, I couldn't get loose. I couldn't get into the fight. I was really, really nervous. And, I don't know. I just kind of froze up. Fucking sucks, man. But every once in a while, that happens in big fights like that. So to me, that was a really big deal. It was a really big fight for me. And I would have liked to have had a better performance. But
Now,
what can I do?
I mean,
Can't go back
now do you think that being the favorite kind of got to you because normally you're the underdog in your fights and you're not expected to win, and that's why you usually come out there and just beat everyone. Everyone's but being the favorite, you think that kind of hurt you?
No, I don't think it was being the favorite necessarily. I just think being away from everything familiar, being away from my husband and my regular coaches, and then not knowing any of the fucking people that I was around at all, that really messed with me a lot. I like to feel comfortable and I like to have fun, and it's the tone, the whole mood of everything was just really serious and kind of tense, and it just fucked with me a little bit. Well, I let it fuck with me. I really should have been able to overcome that on my own, So it was a good learning lesson for me to just kind of take control and do what I need to do. And what I need to do is relax and have some fun in there,
Well,
So-
you would have been more comfortable if you had your Uncle Hanach over there to help you to relax. Porra.
Yeah.
Hey, you could have shown me some of those jiu-jitsu moves you like to do.
Yeah. I also show you some of that almond oil and a back hub and a Sade CD.
What do they call that? What kind of submission is that?
Caralho. It's called the Zucchini Genie.
The zucchini genie. Thank you, Renato. You always give the best advice.
He keeps offering that to me, and I just so far I haven't taken him up on it.
Wow.
And
Hey, listen.
No.
Now, how?
Well, Dean, you take him up on it and you tell me how it goes, and then I'll decide.
Okay.
Now, how did you feel at 125? Because I know this is the first time you ever made 125. Normally, you fight at 135. How did your body feel?
I felt great. I felt really good at 125. That's definitely my home now. I had an awesome weight cut. Like, I felt really good rehydrating, so no complaints in that department. And just getting into that kind of shape is totally different for me. I felt faster, and I still felt pretty strong, so we're going to tweak a few things, I think, but that should be a good weight class for me.
I'll tweak a couple stuffs. Oh, go ahead.
Do you think the weight? Do you think the weight cut affected you psychologically at all? Because it just you put your body through so much. I mean, because I do. I'm a big fan of the show, and I watch it season after season. I just haven't watched it recently, but I just see what you guys go through when you're cutting weight, and it's horrible.
No, if anything, honestly, the weight cut gave me confidence because I felt so good and because the weight cut went so well. Like, that actually gave me a big confidence boost. But, and then, like, looking at her, I thought she had had a hard weight cut. And that made me feel even better about everything. I was like, oh, yeah, like, I can wear it down, you know. I couldn't in time. But, no, I think the weight cut was fine.
Well, if you hang out with me, you're not going to have to do any kind of weight cut. I'm going to fatten you up. Like, I'm going to keep feeding you like Hansel and Gretel. Okay? I'm going to leave a trail. I'm going to leave a trail of breadcrumbs into my bedroom over here.
Yeah. Now her husband's a black belt. Why do you keep hitting on girls?
Who's the black belt?
Her husband's a black belt. Nice guy. I met the guy.
A black belt in what?
In jiu-jitsu.
In Tang Soo Do.
Who does your husband? Who does your husband study under?
John Crouch.
Under John Crouch.
I like John Crouch.
Well, quit hitting on his girl.
Well, you're the one who's always told me, who's always talk about a guy's girlfriend and stuff like that. Look, I did nothing to her. This is hypothetical.
Right, of course. Now, Lauren, you and Eddie Alvarez got into it, and I was kind of on your side because it was the next day. You just lost. You were the favorite to win. It was a close fight. It could have went to the third round, and you were bummed out. You were like, I don't want to come to give me 2 hours. And he was like, you got to come to practice. I was kind of siding with you on that.
Man, fuck Eddie. He took 6 months off after he lost to Conor McGregor. 6 fucking months. I can't have 2 hours? Fuck that. Like, this is what I found out about the Ultimate Fighter. People say shit on camera all the time that is not fucking true. People say shit to the camera that they don't believe, they know goddamn well it's not true, but they're just saying it because they know that 1 million people are going to watch it, and so they just say what they think all those people want to hear. And it's not fucking true.
I have no idea what you're talking about.
Before my fight, I was really nervous, all right? Before my fight, I felt a lot of pressure. I was super nervous, and I was really tense. But then you're going to watch all these other bitches go on camera, and they're going to be like, no, I don't feel any pressure. Everything's fine. I don't get nervous before I fight. I'm just grateful and want to have fun. No, everybody feels scared and tense and nervous before they fight. If you can find a spot where you're having fun and you are relaxed and you go out there and have a great time, that is wonderful. But 100% of people also feel scared and nervous and tense to some degree. And like, I just don't get why everybody tries to be so goddamn fake. It's a fucking reality show. Like, if they had been real and expressed more of the reality of what it's like to actually be a fighter on The Ultimate Fighter, I think the show would have been way more interesting.
Right. Now, other than that, do you and Eddie have any other kind of beef or no?
Oh, yeah, I just think he's a dick all around. He wouldn't give us any rest days. Like, he's really against rest days. I don't know. Fuck, you'd have to ask him. I don't know why he's like that.
Right. I read in Star Magazine that you owe Eddie $50,000 a month in child support.
Dean says that you owe child support. Is that
I
true?
read it in Star Magazine. You owe Eddie child support.
We want to give you a chance to clear that up. Now, Lauren, are you a fan of Tori Spelling at all?
Am I a fan of Tori Spelling?
Yeah, this.
Careful how you answer.
Because
no, let her answer.
Yeah. Are you a fan of Tori Spelling?
What the fuck? I don't know.
You never watched Beverly Hills 90210?
How old is she?
She's how old are you? 32? 31?
I'm 30. I'm 34, so I remember Beverly Hills.
Yeah, but she was a little young.
I don't know. No, I'm not really a fan of Tori Spelling.
She was a little young.
A little young.
Because that's Dean's wife. That's why we asked. The guy who's talking to you right now.
That's what?
That's Dean's wife.
Yeah, it's
the
my wife.
The guy that's talking to you.
Oh, it's Dean's wife. God
Yeah.
damn it.
Thanks for calling in, and you have a great day.
Well, think about this. The kids,
Like, what kind of question? Tori Spelling.
We set you up for that.
When did you graduate at high school, young lady?
I didn't graduate, but I would have graduated in 2001.
Okay, so imagine the cast on that show, the kids on that show, they graduated in 1993. So it makes sense that she would have not watched that.
Yeah,
fucking
she just
shit.
missed it.
She, of course, not even just missed it. She was too young.
She's more of a Boy Meets World fan.
Well, so I got
You don't know Boy Meets World?
No.
You never Boy Meets World with Topanga?
I don't watch that shit either.
All right, listen.
But wait, hold on.
right, go on.
Because we're not 13-year-old kid, okay?
right, go on.
You're grown fucking man here.
Yeah, go
But now, how did you like to hear Eddie Alvarez Philly accent coaching you when you're trying to do your stuffs? Did you like his sexy Philly accent?
His sexy Philly accent.
Yeah.
He doesn't even come close to a Portuguese accent, but
Yeah, I know you prefer that. You's gotta go, Lauren.
Now, what did your daughter say after she watched you on television?
He thought, well, my son, he thought it was pretty cool. His friends think it's amazing, so by default, he just thinks it's pretty cool. He does have pretty damn cool parents. But, me being an Ultimate Fighter and me being, in the UFC video game and all that kind of stuff, he doesn't want to admit it, but I'm basically the coolest mom ever.
Of course. I mean, caralho.
And that's what I was thinking, actually, when I was watching that. I'm like, you are so hard on yourself. For a girl who started fighting at 27... to go to you went to a class with your son to get him in shape, and then you stayed, and now you're in the UFC at 34. You never did any kind of sports as a kid. You never did any kind of tournaments. You were a complete drug addict, and you got yourself sober, and now you're in the fucking UFC. You're so hard on yourself.
That's impressive.
I want to be the champion. I don't know, all that stuff is cool, but I didn't want to just make it to the UFC. I wanted to do awesome in the UFC. I wanted to make a name for myself.
That's why she's
have
there
a
in
good
7
career
years.
In the UFC. So I'm still hoping for that. But yeah, for me, it's not enough to just make it. I don't want to fucking wreck shop while I'm in there.
But you will though. You know you will. It wasn't like you went out there and got dominated by some chick. It was a very, very close fight that you kind of lost yourself. In some ways you beat yourself in that fight, in my personal opinion. And you're
No, I think that's accurate, yeah.
And you're right there. Honestly, I mean, you gave Sarah McMahon hell. Some could argue that you won. You definitely beat Liz Carmouche. I mean, you're right there. It's just a matter of you putting it all together. And honestly, in a 2-round fight, living in a house, away from your kid, away from your husband, it's a different situation. It wasn't like you had a real fight camp for this.
I've been away from my kids for quite some time, okay? And I still manage. I still manage to do okay.
Yeah. No, it was so funny because during my comedy show, I'm like, hey, what girl likes it in the face when a guy's having sex and he pulls out? And of course, Lauren raises her hand.
Nice.
She's a total freak.
Caralho.
Yeah. You do have super cool parents.
A girl likes what a girl likes. You know what I mean? I'm not going to deny it.
No, absolutely. I think it's the Alaska part of you. I think women from Alaska. Isn't it 3 girls for every 50 guys out there?
Oh,
it's something like that, yeah. It's so hard on the guys to get a girlfriend, but I mean, the odds are good, but the goods are odd if you're
That's awesome.
I thought I heard them all. I like that one.
Now, you and Tori watch fights together, right? Isn't Tori a big fan?
Yeah, she's a big UFC fan. We usually, we just watch the big fights. She got into the Ultimate Fighter a little bit, but we've even been sitting ringside for some really great fights. What was the first one?
Sounded pretty great.
You're so good at picking things up.
My mind. I tell you, getting old sucks, Lauren. I'm 50 and I'm losing my mind. I can't remember what.
Now this.
Are you guys gonna come to the finale? Are you guys now that I said that I wasn't a fan of hers? Now, of course, I want to go fucking shake her hand and Are you guys coming to the finale?
When is the finale?
That sounded like That sounded like gibberish to me.
No, when are we coming to the finale? That's December what?
December 1st. I'm gonna go. I want to see it.
December. I mean, you're gonna fight in it, correct?
I don't really have a comment on that right now, but I will definitely be there one way or another.
So you're gonna fight in it. You're not. You wouldn't say I'm gonna be there. Fucking. Yeah, of course you're gonna fight in it. Now, Tori. not Tori, Dean. Lauren is first dealing with being on a reality show. Now, you've been on 7 reality shows, right?
7.
You were on.
Been on 7?
I mean, how many? You were on Tori and Dean Get Married, right?
Love.
Tori and Dean in Love.
Home Sweet Hollywood. Then the wedding
My
show.
favorite is the
and
Home
then-
Sweet Hollywood.
Tori and Dean, Home Sweet
Of all
Hollywood.
that one, it's Home Sweet Hollywood.
Yeah, that was
you
my
got
favorite too.
Tori and Dean
Shoot
have an
Tori,
orgy.
and then, we renovated a cottage. So 7 or 8.
You were on 7 or 8 reality shows.
Dude, is it weird for you to watch yourself on TV? Because when I watch myself on The Ultimate Fighter, like I actually had kind of a hard time with it. I'm not a big fan of watching myself on TV. Was it weird for you to watch yourself?
It used to be
like,
weird.
live your life on camera?
It used to be weird. I've been an actor since I was 19. So, being on reality wasn't my first time on camera. It was, seeing yourself when you're 19, 20 on TV is really weird and hard to watch. But by the time I started doing reality, I was an old pro by that, and it didn't bother me. But I could see, because this was your first reality show.
Now she's coming across
First and probably last.
She's coming across. She's coming across as like a huge psycho. What advice would you give to her on this show? How to deal with it?
I heard that you were frustrated with some of the things that were said and done on the show, and people talking shit, and you just got to let it roll off your back, because at the end of the day, it is television, it is entertainment. Just be you. You sound like you got a great head on your shoulders, and you get a great base. Just be you, and just fuck everybody else. And if something doesn't work, if something doesn't work for you, don't do it, because once they have it filmed, you can't tell them to edit it out or not use that. So be you, and if something it doesn't feel right, don't say it, don't do it.
Yes, and when a life gives to you a lemon, then you don't gonna get AIDS.
That's right.
Is that how it is? Don't get AIDS when life gives
Or
you lemon.
something like that, but she knows the point.
Yes,
It's come across.
I think it's all citrus fruit.
Yeah,
all citrus fruit.
something like scurvy or something. I can't remember.
Now, how's Ben Henderson doing since his last fight? Have you talked to him?
Yeah, I just saw him this morning.
That's your husband?
You guys might have seen on social media, he and his wife just had their second child, so he's a daddy again. And
congratulations.
Yeah, I think he's just loving life. I actually thought he won that fight.
Me
last
too.
Week, 2 weekends ago. So
Me too.
Yeah, so did I actually. I thought I had him winning that one.
Are you gonna have any more kids?
I don't think so, man. Mine is 16, and he's almost out of the house. I don't want to start all over.
He's under the house.
Another 18 years.
Out of the house.
He lives under the house, like Sling Blade.
He's gonna have to get a job here pretty soon and get the fuck out of my house.
I like that. That's off to my own heart.
Nice. Nice. So who wins this week? Does Barbara Honchuk win or the other girl?
I'll tell you guys, it's a fucking awesome fight. Barb, obviously, I think is a really, really good fighter. I think she was, I went in just my idea, she was the best one there.
Of all the girls on the house, which is the most likely to want to sleep with me?
Ooh, Well, you're going to have him on the show, and then you can decide for yourself. But there were some fucking smoking hot chicks on that show, by the way.
See that. I could see that.
Really beautiful girls. So we all got to meet Snoop Dogg, though, so you might have some competition.
Well, I don't know about that.
Now how often?
I would not. But me and him have a different demographic. But what? There was one girl who was built like a brick shit house. She looked almost like Hawaiian or something like that, or some
you're
shit.
talking about the girl from Hawaii.
I don't know.
She's from Hawaii.
God,
really pretty girl.
But
her father.
Yeah,
her father was a fighter.
God, look at the body on that one.
Yeah.
Ugh, the cheeks.
What episode?
She looks like she was on a True Life Crew video. I would put her in some biker shorts and heels. And I would do an intercourse.
How often, Lauren? By the way, how often do you get hit on by girls?
How often do I get hit on by girls?
Yeah.
Oh, come on, man, not very often.
Aw,
yeah. The
really?
lesbians don't like me that much.
Really?
You gotta get. You need some self-confidence. You gotta be less hard on yourself, young lady.
I know she's you're like such a honestly. I'm so happy to know someone like you, and you're such an inspiring person. If I had a daughter, I want her to be just like you. Well, not do heroin, but as far as like.
Oh.
but from
At
where
least if she's gonna do the heroin eventually overcome the heroin.
Yes, all right.
Do something better.
1,000%. But you've overcome so much. You can't let this shit get to you. You're not letting the people on social media get to you, are you?
You can't.
I'm not letting
you
the
can't,
what?
People on like Twitter or Instagram get to you, are you?
Oh no, I don't really mind
you
any of
can't
that.
read
Like
that
the
shit. You
shit talking
cannot
that
read
people
that
do on
shit.
Twitter and stuff is never really. I kind of like it actually because I like talking shit back. You know.
Just be careful with that because I know so many fighters that it just ends up getting in their
Yeah,
head.
it can consume your day, you know. Yeah,
You know, you
too
got-
many fight, too many. You're not. It's not natural to take on that much negative shit direct at you. It's unnatural. But you know what? You got to think about this too. You got a lot of people who is overcoming addiction and been. God, are you? What the fuck is going on over there?
Are you sailing?
Yeah, you either sailing or you're enjoying too much the voice of Renato Laranja.
Sailing, yeah.
You're taking a bubble bath over there. Now, to get a hold of yourself, young lady.
Yeah.
But you know, you got a lot of people who's suffer from addiction and been through a lot of shit, don't have a lot of hope and stuff. And you just remember them. You know, if you ever being too hard on yourself, say these fucking people need me. You know, to show that you can fucking lose and fucking get knocked down and you're still gonna fucking make it. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
Yeah,
Well said.
so
I
kind
can't
of the
believe
name
that
of
I
the
just
game
said
is
that.
like never give up, you know. And so
Yeah.
I tried to keep that in mind on Tough. Also, like even after I lost, I stayed in shape and I kept on my diet while I was in the house, just in case somebody got hurt or if somebody misses weight or something like that, you could get back in the competition. So even after I lost, I didn't get all fat and shitty. I kept working hard and kept my weight down and stuff. So
stay up on that. You know, stay up and keep fighting because you never know who's watching. There's a lot of people out there. You don't know. You might have haters, but you also got people that you inspire. You know?
And you definitely inspire me. I know I have a family member right now who's suffering from addiction, a very close family member, and it means a lot when someone like you can overcome it. So thank you, Lauren.
No, thank you guys. That means a lot to me.
And also, you looked very pretty on the Chuff Chalk. You know, when they had you, and you have your little hair done and your makeup and whatnot, and your little dress and stuff. So come on now.
Thank you.
Yeah, come on.
Yeah, that's
Give yourself some credit here.
So. Don't read too much into what you see on The Ultimate Fighter because everybody's just cutting weight and fucking grumpy and stressed out. Like, that's bad for your skin, man. You can't be living like that.
No, we know the real Lauren. We know the real Lauren. So thank you for calling in, and
It was great to meet you, Lauren.
I'm gonna come to that finale now that you're fighting on it.
Yes.
So
Well, I don't have a comment still, but message me. Yeah, for sure.
I'm glad you had a chance to talk to me and to meet me.
Thanks, Lauren. Take care.
All right, talk to you guys later.
Bye.
Take care.
That's Lauren Murphy. She's a sweetheart.
Yeah, I wasn't familiar with her, but man, I'm impressed. She kicked heroin.
Yeah.
Has only been in the game for 7 years, and she's in the UFC. And
Yeah.
And she did well.
And she got a kid. I mean, that's...
She was already in the UFC, got cut, and then came back into the Ultimate Fighter, all that shit. So she's been around. You know, she's been there. Yeah, she's fought a lot of tough ones.
Inspirational, and that's amazing. So good on her.
You know, I think probably when I was analyzing her situation, you know, with the fight, I think probably she did put too much pressure on herself because, you know, she had cut down. She went to a different weight class because she wasn't beating the top dog in her weight class. So she went down, and there was a lot of pressure on her. She was kind of one of the favorite.
She was the only one actually who had her in the UFC.
Yeah, and so there was a lot, like, she thought that the weight going down was gonna be like, okay, now I'm gonna dominate.
Right.
But then that put all that pressure because just like you're supposed to perform. You know, I don't know.
There's a lot of things that people don't know that go through fighters' heads that can affect how they fight. I mean, because you've trained so hard and you do camps, but you've also got a life outside of it.
Yeah.
And who knows what the hell
And
can
child
happen in
support,
that life.
and you know, it's hard to be the favorite. You know, to being the favorite is like an albacore or an
albatross.
An albatross.
Well, speaking of favorites,
But
fantasy.
either way, an albacore tune is bad around your neck as well.
This
as
is
an
true too.
albatross.
It's gonna churn
stink.
after a couple days.
Well, speaking of Speaking of favorites, fantasy football fans, the
Ah,
wait's
you
over.
fucking guy.
Football is back, which means FanDuel is back.
Yeah.
Fantasy football for everyday fans. New contest.
Take a knee for fantasy football.
New contest starting every week. No busted seasons. Starting something for everyone. Lots of contests to choose from. Starting at just $1. Just pick a contest. Choose your team and watch your score real time. Yeah. I play FanDuel and I love it. I win money every week. Over 2.5 million players have won a cash prize playing fantasy sports on FanDuel. To sign up today, go to FanDuel.com, click the Join Now button, and use my code, MMA Roasted. So, new users get free entry to the NFL Sunday Million with over $1 million in cash prizes when you make your first deposit on FanDuel. Just visit FanDuel.com and sign up with promo code MMA Roasted. That's FanDuel.com, promo code MMA Roasted, void where prohibited.
You sound like Casey Kasem when you do your yeah, FanDuel and every coming in every
I thought Casey was actually in the room.
Casey Kasem. I'm
Channeling Casey Kasem. Do they do NHL fantasy things?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So
What's
I'm a big
NHL?
hockey
Big hockey
fan.
fan?
Oh yeah.
Oh,
Big hockey fan.
I did
Yeah.
a show one time, and Wayne Gretzky and Brett Hull were in the crowd.
God,
and I did it. I go, Wayne Gretzky, I'm a huge fan of your daughter.
oh,
And
what? Now did he take that?
He
Okay.
was dying laughing, and then I was like, Brett Hull, looks like you ate Brett Hull.
Oh,
like, 'cause
shit.
He's huge now. He was drunk. He was
Wow.
having a good time.
You got balls to fuck around with. Now, Gretzky,
players have
but
pretty good
fucking
sense of
around
humor.
with
It's not like,
Gretzky is not a big
chilling.
deal. You know, he looked like fucking Meryl Streep or whatever. But you know, Brett Hall, that's a different
Brett
story.
Hull was awesome.
Yeah.
You forgot. I always thought I thought Brett Hull was one of the best players I've ever seen watching hockey. But everyone says compared to his father, he wasn't as good.
What you're talking about
Bobby Hull.
from the Heart
Hull.
Foundation? You got Brett, the Hitman. Which one was the Hitman?
That's wrestling.
Yes, wrestling.
Oh,
We're
okay.
talking
Was Bobby
NHL.
better than Brett?
Jeez, I don't know, because the game is so different from when Bobby and Brett played. I did have the fortune of working with his dad, who is absolutely hilarious.
Oh, yeah.
Laugh a minute, jokes. I did a series, a hockey series called Power Play. It was about a fictitious team in the NHL, and he told me this joke. I love it.
Let's hear it.
The guy's walking in the bar, and he accidentally elbows this woman, wham, right in the tit. And she turns around and she's a bit startled. And he's like, I am so sorry. I am so sorry. I'm going to forget the joke. You know that, right? You know, I'm forgetting it as we go.
Come on, really?
I'm forgetting
I was
it
into
as
this
we go,
joke.
right?
I was
You know
totally
what?
into this joke.
If you want to move on and then and I'm sure you're gonna remember.
Yeah.
No, I'm saying because if you do
You
it
really
now,
want to go on tour with me with this memory?
Yes.
With this memory.
Now you just
wanna
booked the tour. I 100% want to book the tour. This will be hilarious.
I just bombed.
child-
yeah,
That's
but
my
he's
joke.
not gonna
My
tell.
first joke
He's
and I
not gonna
bombed.
tell jokes.
the show before
he's
the
not
kids.
gonna tell joke
your
jokes.
Kids. It'll be child support tour for the children.
He's not gonna. Oh yeah,
our
exactly.
children.
More of a charity event. Yeah, people
Look,
are kinder at charity events.
There's not gonna be. It ain't gonna be set up jokes like that. You're not gonna go, hey, so a guy walking the bar. You know,
No,
you're
he's
not gonna
gonna talk
forget
about
the
his
joke.
life.
Yeah.
He's
So
gonna
you're
talk
gonna be
about
fine.
So, yeah,
All right, so let's talk about the fights this weekend.
Well, what was let's tell another joke then, so
punchline
people can
is,
have
though,
the
I
joke.
remember the
Okay, let's
punchline.
get, and then we can trace our
She
step.
said, if you're then maybe the listeners can figure it out. She
Yeah,
says
it'll be a hiddle.
She says if your cock's as hard as your elbow, I'm in room 405.
Oh yeah,
you know-
I did hear that joke before.
This does sound
I
like a
forget
good one.
I forgot
I
the
don't know
middle
how he
part.
got there, but
Well,
yeah.
let's tell some Michael Jackson jokes or something to cool down a little bit.
No, the funniest
You-
part.
you want
was
a
like,
Michael Jackson
the funny,
joke?
I want a Michael Jackson joke.
What? How do you know that is bed chime at the Neverland Ranch?
How?
When the big hand touched the little hand.
Oh, that's funny.
Okay.
Who was the woman that?
It's not a bad
Who was the
one.
woman that died right before
I
Michael
can tell my
Jackson?
kids that one.
Who was the
It's
woman that
just-
died before Michael Jackson? She died like a day before. It was just like
Oh,
woman.
LaTroya?
No, it was like a white
she's still
woman.
alive.
It was a woman that was like. I forgot who it was. It was like a famous actress that was like had all these foundations, and she wanted to save the children. So, but the joke was like,
Oh, Sally Struthers.
Was that who it
Oh,
was?
Sally
I think
Struthers.
it was-
Oh, because she was the one.
She was crying on there.
She was
Yeah.
the one who have like for $1 a day. Or
Yeah,
whatever.
yeah. So like,
oh
so
no.
the joke was like, so she goes to heaven, And she's like, God says you have one wish. And she goes, I want to save the children. So the next day, God killed Michael Jackson.
If you trim the fat off of that one, that's a beauty. I like that one a lot. That's the chick. Also, she was in
All in the Family.
Yeah, All in the Family. That's Little Goyle. Yeah. That what a fucking show that is, huh?
What a great show. What a great show.
So anyway, let's talk about the fights this week.
Controversial.
Kevin
My
Lee is
favorite.
fighting. Kevin Lee this week.
Sorry, hold on.
Go on.
You remember
Kevin
the one?
Lee, the comedian? No, that's Bobby Lee.
That's Bobby Lee.
You
I'd like to
remember?
see Bobby Lee
You seen
fight.
a lot of the? You seen a lot of the episode of All in the Family?
Yeah.
You know,
I
he
used to
remember the
watch it
one
with
with
my
Sammy
dad.
Davis Jr. or whatever.
Right. He
He picks him up in a taxi cab and then he forget his briefcase, some shit like that. Anyway, he's trying to make his kids guess who it is, who black guy that was in the fucking. He says a black guy, a famous guy, and then he goes and then they go Harry Belafonte, and he goes, no, dingbat, Javi Belafonte ain't black. He's just a good-looking white guy dipped in caramel. And I don't know, for some reason, the way he did it, it's one of the funniest fucking things.
I've watched shows with you, and you laugh at things that other people aren't laughing at.
Because
Carol
I'm
Honor
think
was
different
so
than
good.
most people.
I was
Yeah,
sorry.
I fuck
And
me.
Edith.
Edith.
so-
People
she was
take
so
for
good.
granted how good it is to play a stupid. People think it's easy to play a dingbat like
Oh,
that.
no, it's hard. Even Matt LeBlanc.
She was a very
Even
smart
Matt
woman.
LeBlanc
I was
on Friends.
watching episodes last night, and he's so funny.
Yeah.
I was just
And
thinking
almost
back
like
to
he was the
Friends.
funniest one in some
Yeah.
ways. Like he was.
Yeah.
You're right. It's not that
Some of the
easy.
smarter
It takes a
people is
lot of
play
restraint.
stupid.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah.
It takes a lot of restraint.
Because it can be done so bad.
Poorly.
You know,
Right,
just like playing
yeah.
drunk or whatever, you know?
So Tony Ferguson, Kevin Lee. Did you
Are
see
fighting Matt
Ferguson?
LeBlanc.
You see Ferguson almost fight Verdum.
I saw that. There was
you
a
know-
lot of tension there.
So there was anyway. I'll get up to
I feel like a schmuck. I was such a UFC fan. I knew everything. I was up on everything, and I've been away from it for like 6 months, 7 months.
It happened.
And I feel like I know nothing
No,
that's
it's
going
okay.
on now.
It's all good. So Tony Ferguson, you know him, El
Kukui.
Kukui. He's
Yep.
they're fighting for
And
the
I know
interim.
Verdum.
They're fighting for the interim belt
Well,
versus
you
Kevin
was
Lee.
just telling him the story. Now
okay.
he's confused.
So him and Verdum were doing like a signing. They were doing like an interview together. And
They wasn't. See, that's
Verdum's
the
a
problem.
heavyweight.
They're not doing an interview together.
They were doing separate interviews.
okay.
But they ended up getting into
That's not the
a fight
story.
in Spanish. All right, tell us the story then.
Well, okay, so you have Tony Ferguson doing a fucking interview with somebody like after a UFC like event,
Presser or something, yeah.
lunch,
Right.
brunch, whatever kind of thing. And it looks like everybody's already kind of gone, and then he's doing an interview with the guy. Then you got Verdum is sitting the same table and not doing an interview. He's just like talking to his homeboy or whatever, his manager,
Right.
like the way I'm talking right now, while he's doing an interview.
Yeah.
So
Okay.
Tony is like, obviously, the video start where Tony is like, it's the fucking last straw, and he just kind of go like, hey, would you mind, like snap at him, and then then what? Blah, blah, blah.
Now,
and then
Verdum is a
just
heavyweight.
boom.
Used to be the heavyweight champion.
Right.
Tony's a 155 pounder. But I got to give Tony credit. He didn't back down.
Yeah, I mean, what's he gonna
but
do?
But he did say, "I'll ankle pick you."
Yeah,
He said-
but what's he gonna say? I mean,
Yeah.
you gotta save face or whatever. But the thing is two guys is at fault in there. For one, obviously, Verdum is being hooed by fucking Chalking. He could have just walked over there
Right,
and talk.
right, right.
But on the same Chalking, if you put your hand, kind of tell somebody shush,
It's rude, too.
even though you're pissed off, it's not the best way to.
But they
get
were
it.
cursing
I'm
each
just
other out.
fascinated, though, that there's a UFC brunch. I didn't think I'd ever hear those words together.
They were cursing each other out in 3 different languages. It was like they were
really.
fighting in Portuguese, English, and Spanish.
Yeah, I mean,
So it was like-
these
And this
two-
is documented.
Yeah, yeah,
Oh yeah,
I see
easily.
it. Okay.
Yeah, it's all over the place now.
So and then they were saying maricon,
Yeah.
and like all this
Right.
crazy stuff.
Yeah.
So Ferguson versus Kevin Lee. I'm picking Kevin Lee. I know I'm clearly biased. He's been on the podcast. He's a friend of mine. He's been in my apartment. I gotta pick Kevin.
a
on
lot
this
of
one.
guys been to you in your apartment.
It's a good point. I think I'm the only one
Clearly,
picking.
a maid hasn't.
Oh God, I don't think.
We're moving in 2 weeks. All right, go on.
Like I said before, I'm a big fan of Kevin Lee as well, and also a friend of Kevin Lee. But I'm also a big fan of El Kukui.
you train with him,
and
though.
also a friend and training partner to El
Have
Kukui.
you rolled with him?
Yeah, of course. Yeah, he's fantastic. Yeah, and also
Have you tapped him?
I don't talk about that kind of stuff. You can use your imagination.
Right.
The pedigree of Renato Laranja.
Go on.
But here's the thing. I feel it like I said, people heard me say it before. Tony is at a next phase in his career that I don't think Kevin Lee got to yet. I feel like they're both dynamic, exciting fighters, but I feel like he's just Kevin Lee is just a little bit not as there yet. But I could be wrong. You know what I mean? And
you were totally wrong about Conor McGregor versus Mayweather.
Oh, get the fuck out of here!
You said one round. You said he was going to knock him out in one round.
No, first of all, that's not what I said.
What did you say?
You said McGregor was going to knock out.
Yes.
No, hold on. First of all, that's not what I said.
Want to play the tape?
Go ahead. Play the fucking tape.
I don't have.
I know I didn't say it in fucking one hound.
You said he was gonna. He said he was gonna knock him out.
First of all, I didn't say he was gonna. I said I'm going for that. That's what I want to happen. And then also I said if you're playing smart money, you go on fucking Mayweather. But I'm gonna go out on a limb and say fucking Conor McGregor. So don't give me that. And if you want to go back to who's been hyped and hung about MMA fights,
I think it's 50-50.
Back and by, I don't fucking think so. So
I was so disappointed. With that fight.
Why?
Yeah. Well, let's not rehash it. We talked about that fucking fight to death.
I just thought.
You thought Conor was going to win?
I wanted to see more action. I wanted to
really.
See,
I thought Conor did
there
great.
was plenty of action.
I think Conor did great. It just seemed a little too.
You think it was fixed?
A little too fixy, a little too back offy-ish. It's just like fucking get in there.
It seemed like Mayweather was kind of carrying him.
If you watch a lot of Mayweather fights, I don't know if you guys have or not, but when was the last time he didn't do it like that?
Well, he doesn't throw four punches in a round. That first couple of rounds, I'd never seen him start as slow.
I'm just saying. Usually he's doing a lot of.
But he does more than
a
that,
lot of chilling out, and then in the later rounds he starts pushing. I mean, that's what I noticed.
So who are you picking, Lee or Ferguson?
Ferguson.
All right, so we got two Ferguson, me Lee, Demetrius Johnson, Ray Borg. This will be a huge upset if Ray Borg wins. Obviously, no one's picking Ray Borg.
Yeah, I'm not picking.
I want
either.
Ray Borg to win.
Yeah, I mean, I think a lot of people would like Hey Borg gonna win because it's adds some fucking spice to the flavor. But do I think that's gonna happen? Come on,
it's just so much fun to watch Johnson fight.
Really?
Yeah. Who did he just fight? I watched. He does everything.
It's not his fault.
Yeah, I agree.
It's not his fault.
No, I 100% agree with you. That's just not the common. Most people don't his numbers are lower than anybody else's when it comes to champions because people don't respect what you just said. People go, "Oh, he's just a boring fighter," or he dominates. He's too good for his weight class.
He suffered from that. He suffered from that.
From the people who boo when they hit the
I
hit
hate
the canvas.
that. I hate that. But he suffered from that. He's so good that you never get to see him against somebody who Haley put it on him. You know what I'm saying? So it's like that Sean Penn syndrome. He's so good in all the shit you always take for granted. Or LeBron James. You know how people go, fucking LeBron James, this, that. He's so fucking good that you don't even notice anymore.
Right.
You know what I mean? You're just like, oh, well, he's LeBron.
1000%.
But you go, he's doing that shit.
Verdum versus Derek Lewis.
That's a fight?
Yes.
That's this?
That's this week. That's why.
For heel?
That's why Ferguson says have fun on my undercard.
I didn't know that. That's on the. Of course, the undercard. I thought you meant the prelim.
Yeah.
I was listening. I was hearing pre. Okay. Caralho. Well, hey, look, the smart
money's on Verdum.
The smart money got to be on Verdum, but
the Black Beast.
Derek Lewis is a lot of fun, and of course he got that puncher's chance, man.
Well, I think if it was 5 rounds, you would almost definitely say Verdum because Lewis seems to against Mark Hunt completely fade in the 5th round. But I mean, he could win the first 2 rounds and sort of lose the 3rd in some ways if he just comes on strong.
Look, it's either knockout by Lewis or nothing,
or submission,
or
submission by Verdum, right?
No, I'm saying. Yeah, it's either a knockout by Lewis or a loss in any other kind of. You know what I'm saying? Like that's the only way he win. It's just is one of that just catching him with a hot one.
There's a good chance that he's 80% of his wins. Are knockouts
look,
so you're picking.
I'm just saying if you was. Like I said before, smart money is Verdum.
We can't do that anymore. We have to actually pick somebody.
You pick somebody, then smart guy.
I'm picking Verdum.
Yeah, I mean,
I just think I think
he has too many tools. He's too seasoned. Yeah. It's the same stuff.
Lewis kind of quit his last fight. He kind of quit against Hunt. I mean, he sort of quit.
Getting too tired is a little different than quitting.
Well, and I think think he'll.
Yeah, Verdum is just have too many tools, you know?
Yeah.
I mean, but we could all get proven hung if you get a one-punch knockout, which can happen fucking to
I
anybody.
would love to be proven hung.
Yeah, I've been proven hung my whole life.
Your whole life, I bet.
And it's getting tiresome.
Beneil Dariush against Evan Dunham.
Oh, that's too junkyard dog. God, that's a hard one to pick.
I'm picking Benny.
I'm going to go Benny, too.
Benny's our boy.
Yeah, I'm going Benny.
Remember he came on the podcast?
I remember.
And he was like staring at you the whole time.
Staring at me because he was in awe.
Because he was also
Much
very
like me.
Staring.
Yeah.
What do you mean he was staring?
He was
at me?
just like confused.
Oh, he was confused by some of the stuff. Yeah,
He's
but
just
he
trying to
was
figure out
so
who you were.
he knew.
He's the nicest guy in
He
the
come from Rafael Cordero. He know who,
Assyria.
exactly.
Is that Dariush
No,
you're
but
talking about?
Yeah.
no, he don't. He's
I go Dariush.
he's
I don't know the other dude.
He's Assyrian,
Yeah, he's not Syrian.
but he don't come from Assyrian.
You got confused last time. Assyrian is different than
Yeah,
Syrian.
but he's
Is that
Syrian.
anything like being asexual? Is that
You asexual. You're the one who's married. I'm not married.
No, you have sex
Both
every
of you
night of the
guys
week,
is
right?
Yeah, of course.
Pretty much.
With himself.
So you're 50 and you still are you on any kind of testosterone or?
I am actually. I do. I have the testosterone of a 70-year-old man.
Right.
So I take testosterone, but
He suffered from low chi.
It never affected. Before I got checked out because I was like, okay, I have absolutely zero energy.
Yeah.
And everything I didn't have any problem with.
No
you know,
charisma.
Right.
Oh, caralho.
that was fine, but it was more for energy. But
You don't think maybe the 6 kids have something to do with it?
Just draining
Yeah.
your fucking cheap power and your money.
So I have 6 kids for sale. If anybody, I'm slowly getting rid
No,
of them.
thank
But
you.
I figured, I'd make some money. And
So
and,
you had low
pay my
energy.
own
So
way.
now do you take testosterone shots?
Yeah.
Now does
Yeah.
that help?
Oh, totally.
Straight to the dick, huh?
Totally.
You put it straight to the in
No,
there?
No.
Oh.
No.
I know a porn star guy. He give injections of Viagra straight.
What that?
Yeah, because it go in there like in a split
Now,
second.
how much was the testosterone test? Does your insurance cover that?
Insurance covered it. Yeah.
'Cause I was thinking about doing that. You go.
This Obamacare.
Definitely do it because I didn't think in a million years.
Do you have to go to?
47. I've been taking this since I was 47.
Do they give you the needles, or
Yeah.
so you don't have to keep going back every
No,
month?
because you can go back. You can go back for a shot once a month. But I find that when I do that, it wears off of me in like week 3.
So there's hope for
so
you,
I
you
just
Hebrew national after all.
I break up. I do a shot a week, and
Nice.
and it helps tremendously.
Tremendously. I'll check it out. So
Yeah.
Pearl Gonzalez is fighting. She's the one who had implants.
I know her. We did she was at a seminar thing that I did a couple months ago.
She had implants, and then
yeah,
almost
yeah.
didn't let her fight
She's
in
a
New York.
cool girl. She's Puerto Rican chick from
They let you fight
Chicago.
with implants.
In New York, they almost didn't let her fight.
Yeah,
'cause it's
because
goes by
everybody
state by
got
state.
different. Everybody got
Okay.
different law. Yeah, she's a very charming young
She's
lady,
fighting
and she was very
Poliana
cool.
Botello.
And she listened too. Like people was giving her some advices on some jiu-jitsu and wrestling. She fucking listened, and she was very gracious. And shout out to Pearl.
And
And
then-
she also trained at Templana, San Diego.
So she's fighting Lando Venata. It's Bobby Green.
Wait, she's fighting.
No. She's fighting Poliana Botello. I don't know who that
I don't-
girl is.
okay,
But
bro.
Lando Venata, is
Yeah.
fighting Bobby Green.
Okay. You want to talk about? That's two wild fucking maniacs. Those
Yeah.
two. That's gonna that height there piqued my interest. That fight is crazy.
I thought Green was going to do better against Poirier. And
Let me
got
tell you
fucking-
something. Bobby Green is a very exciting fighter, and he put it out there. He's one of those guys that put it out there, and so does Lando Venata. Wow, I don't know who the fuck to pick. To me, that's a pick 'em. That's a pick 'em.
Okay, I'm.
Maybe go Lando because he's had more, like, he's in success, maybe.
Yeah.
Maybe I go Lando, but to me, it's like a toss-up.
Will Brooks is fighting.
I go Lando.
Will
I go
Brooks is
Lando
fighting
Venat.
Nick Lentz. Nick Lentz is a huge Trump supporter.
Yeah, I go Will Brooks on that one.
Really?
Yeah.
All right, so we're gonna go Will Brooks. I'm going
Not
Will Brooks
because
too.
I know like Nick Lance. I mean, he came back in the day. He came through Champlain. I
Yeah.
did video with him. He's a very nice guy, and very good fighter. But maybe Will Brooks is a little younger and a little more dynamic at this point.
All right, so I think I'm picking Will also in that one, and then
Also, it's
go
black.
Will.
Also, yeah, black. He is a black.
also he's black, yes.
Yeah.
And then on the undercard, let's see who else we got. The prelims, Fight Pass prelims. Matt Schnell, I like Matt Schnell. Danger. He was the one on that show Caged on MTV. He's taking Marco Bertrand. Brad Tavares versus Talis Latis.
Wait, you just went. What was the other
Matt
one?
Schnell's taking on Marco Beltran. I don't know who that is. Psycho. Some guy named
Okay.
Psycho. But Talis Latis is taking on Brad Tavares. You know that fight?
Oh shit, Talis Letis is back?
Yeah.
Wow, okay.
The guy that fought Anderson Silva.
I know who the fuck he is.
Yeah.
Also, he lost to my boy Matt Horowitz.
Yeah. And then beat him afterwards.
Yeah, but let's not focus on that. I focus on. Did you ever saw the Matt Horowitz? Yeah, we already talked about this.
So
but
Tavares Leites. Who do we like? I think Tavares wins this fight.
Yeah, I mean, there has to be a reason why they brought Leches back. So he must be having some success, but I feel like at this point, Tavares is probably too young and good, and I don't know. Yeah, you'd be dumb not to bat Tavares.
And finally, Walt Harris is taking on Mark Godbeer. You ever see Walt Harris?
Yeah, I know Walt Harris, the black gentleman.
Yeah, huge.
But who the fuck is Mark
Godbeer? He's
I like the name.
His name is the Hand of, but it doesn't say what.
The Hand of. Wow,
are you for him?
Yeah.
Are you fucking serious?
Yeah. He's just the Hand of.
Mark the Hand of
God. I'm going.
Yeah, I'm going.
I'm gonna go the other way.
I'm gonna go.
Are you going with the hand beard? Oh, you're going Harris.
I'm going with the big ticket.
You're going with the black chicken.
Yeah.
You go the
Big
black
ticket.
person.
So, all right. So, what do we got coming up? Anything coming up?
What white man?
White man.
Or white Kimosabi? Well, how'd that one go?
Well,
What
I've
we
got,
Kimosabi?
I've
That's
got
another one of your jokes you can use.
I've got a comedy tour
What?
coming up.
Yes, comedy
It's,
tour.
The Dean McDermott
The Lone
Alimony
Ranger
tour.
and
I'm
Chanto.
in.
No kids allowed.
Alimony tour.
Hey,
No kids allowed.
Stranger stuff has.
Does Tori want to have any more kids or no?
Yeah. Actually,
Really?
Yeah. She loves being pregnant. It's the healthiest she ever feels.
My brother.
She just loves being pregnant.
Don't get sucked
I
into
just,
that.
No, I can't.
I know a lot of
mean,
Puerto Rican chicks like that. Stay away
Yeah.
from that.
Wait, she wants to have another kid?
Fuck
Yeah, she
that.
would love to. She would love to, but I can't.
No, don't listen to that stuff.
Did she try to trick you?
No, not at all. I mean, this was a total surprise. We had been, 4 years and nothing happened, and we just thought, naturally things are,
Yeah.
Yeah,
petered
keep it.
out.
Oh God, your
But,
Peter was out of there.
But no, man, it doesn't.
Yeah, you gotta take off the.
I gotta peter out. I gotta take my peter out.
Yeah, that's another part. But taper off the testosterone and pretend you can't get your dick.
Oh, right. Or maybe I should inject something else that makes it.
Yeah, or get a fucking vasectomy and don't tell her.
Just pull out. How about that?
Pull out. Yeah,
It's just I don't know, in the moment. It's just so hard to.
I understand, but wean yourself off of that.
Is it hard?
I don't know. Maybe I should get a vasectomy.
It's hard to pull out
Yeah.
when she's on top because you have to kind of just throw.
Well,
her
also
off,
because they try to
you know?
force you. They go like this, come inside me. I go, I don't even know you, I go, get the fuck out of here. Get off of me.
Is that what you said?
That's
No, I'm
rude.
not kidding.
No,
No, I mean, I am kidding, but yeah, sometimes that girl, sometimes I'm like, what the fuck you talking about? Get out of there. Fuck off me. But yeah, or I prefer to go like this. Come here, take some of that one, and to sprinkle her with that.
Right. Yeah, you're such a generous lover.
Well, I'm gonna give to her so when she's go home, she can know that in her tummy is some of that my seed
Your
is
seed,
in there.
your special.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's a beautiful story.
I'm similar to like Johnny Appleseed.
Mm-hmm.
Only I'm Johnny
Wiener seed.
Laranja Steen.
Yes, of
Which
course.
is orange.
This, this makes total sense. So what do you have? What do you have coming up, dude? Anything?
But I'm not Jewish
All right.
though.
So Dean,
even
you
though
have
I
that
sound like
movie. That movie's
Wait,
gonna be
what?
out on.
It's came out already. It's September 12th. It came out.
Where can I watch it?
You can buy it at your local video store or
Wait.
Amazon.
Wait,
Video store? Is it
This
on-
movie
Dude, I
came
don't-
out. One of your movies came out, and we didn't heard about this.
I didn't hear about it, dude.
God,
How do
are
you
you?
think
That's
I
not a
feel?
good sign for her.
It's with Danny Trejo.
I found out about it after.
Or as he said, Trejo. God,
And
are
it's
you?
on
Danny Trejo.
iTunes or can I get Netflix or.
Yeah, maybe Netflix. I haven't looked.
It's on LinkedIn.
I just I'm sure it's on one. It's just Google. That's just
It's on
Google.
Friendster.
Google Dead Again and Tombstone.
Okay.
And I'll post a thing about
And
it.
you have a big
Wait,
part in
that's
it.
two different movies.
Yeah.
Dead Again and Tombstone. Remember?
No.
It's one.
Yeah,
Dead
but
Again and Tombstone.
you're shooting yourself
Right.
to the foot.
Oh, yeah.
It's
all
just
right.
one-
So
one
all right.
film.
So you have that movie. We're working on the comedy tour.
We're working on the comedy tour, dude. I would love to do this if you're
We
serious.
can do that.
100%.
And it gets me out of the house.
What about tonight?
get you out of the house. You don't
wanna
have
go
to
up
get
tonight
her
at the Dime
pregnant.
Bar? 3 minutes.
I can't get up
3
tonight.
minutes.
3 minutes at the Dime tonight?
Yes.
Maybe.
Just talk about your dick and child.
Maybe.
Just
3
make-
minutes. I won't promote it.
talk about my Versace.
No one will know it's you. Like I won't say Dean McDermott tonight. People show up. Like you could just show up.
They say Dean
Okay.
Kane, and everybody.
Dean Kane.
Nobody
the
gonna
place
show.
will be packed.
Yeah, well, yeah, he's supposed to have a schwanz.
Superman telling jokes.
They said he had a great schwanz on that guy. Yeah, I remember back in Howard Stern days when he was on Lois and Clark, they talk about that.
All right, so what do you got coming up, Renato?
We had to reschedule that one with me and Master Ken. Yeah. No, it's not huge. It's in fucking Albuquerque, and it was not nothing to do with anything sad or whatever. It was just some scheduling problem. But now me and Master Ken is on the same page, and we're gonna be back to the people. I'm gonna give you the date at another time. I just wanted to let you know in case you went to the thing. We wasn't there.
Okay, what else you got? Any other seminars coming up?
I got some seminar. You know what? I didn't came prepared, but I'm going to tell everybody, you know what you're going to do, everybody? If you like Renato Laranja and you want to know where I'm at and the stuff I'm doing and all the beautiful women and the child support that I'm behind on and I'm not going to have what you came up with, I'll die before I pay
now, what
that.
If I
from my cold dead hand, porra, don't try get away from me.
Now, what if I live in Brentwood and I want to go to your class? How do I do that?
You go to the Brentwood Club, bjj.com, and you're going to sign up there and find out where's the fucking class and show up and pay me some money. Okay? But another stuff is that you got to remember is my fucking... I'm distracted now. Hold on here. What the fuck? You distracting me. My social media stuff is Renato_Laranja. So you got Twitter, Instagram, all that shit. And right now Dean is tickling me at my tootsies under the thing, and he's tickling my balls under the table. You can't see what's happening here, so it's funny to me.
Okay.
Just want some of his magic to rub off on me.
But anyway, that's gonna hub off. It's like Egyptian cinnamon. It came off there. But don't let it to burn your eyes. You're gonna get missed.
Wednesday night, I'll be in Lake Havasu at Pennington's Pub.
Right.
Thursday night in Kingman, Arizona at the Grand Event Center. Friday and Saturday and Sunday, I'll be in Laughlin, Nevada at the Edgewater Casino in Laughlin. And Monday, I'm in Pine Top, Arizona at the Honda Resort Casino. Honda. Next week, I'm in Apple Valley at the Wine Cellar. I'm at Romano's in Riverside.
Wow, Romano's Macaroni Grill.
Next Thursday night.
Are you for here?
Romano's in Riverside.
At the Romano's Macaroni Grill?
I don't know, but I think it's a bar and grill.
You know, you get comedy there, and also you can choose your own pasta. You can create your own pasta.
And then next Friday and Saturday, I'm in Brentwood, California at the Cap Oak Street Club. Wednesday, the 25th of October, I'm in Sacramento at Laughs Unlimited. Laughs Unlimited in Sacramento.
Nobody's going to remember this.
It's a good club. that people do. And then
people hide this down on their calendar.
Thursday night, I'm in Seattle, Washington. Thursday, October 26th.
I stopped listening to
at the Hawk's Nest in Alki Beach.
Wait. Hold on.
Thursday.
Say again that one?
Thursday, October 26th at the Hawk's Nest in Alki Beach in Seattle, Washington. See, Dean, you could look forward to this.
This could be us. This could be
And
me.
then Saturday in Chehalis, Washington at the Riverside Golf Course, performing there. And then I'm in Mesquite, Nevada, which is at the Casablanca, Friday, November 3rd. I'm in Maui, November 10th and 11th and 12th at Three's Bar and Grill in Maui. So those are where I'm at.
I think we should start our tour.
New Year's Eve. New Year's Eve, I'm at the Stratosphere in Las Vegas. Thank you guys so much.
Wait, you're going to be at New Year's Eve? People going to listen to you do comedy?
That's got to be.
Whole week.
Is that a tough gig?
They do it earlier. Or do it like
I hope
at like 9 o'clock.
Right.
But yeah, it's tough. Halloween's the worst because everyone's in costume.
Right.
And you're like, oh, look at that fucking.
You're like, look, we got a lot of Draculas here tonight, huh? Hey, how many Frankenstein we
like,
have
look at this
here?
fucking clown. It's a fucking clown.
Oh,
you know?
God,
yeah, that's the worst one.
Wow.
Anyway, thank you guys listening to the podcast. You guys are great.
Yeah, and one love to everybody out there. There's a lot of fucked up shit going on in the world, and we still here. Let's fucking be kind to try to be kind to each other. Unless your name is fucking fat, obese Vinny Margalesh out there,
who lost in Abu Dhabi.
Thank fucking God.
Yeah.
There is a God.
Yeah. All right. Thank you guys so much. Take care. Bye.